The game has such good tunes, don't it? Anyways, we're gonna play some Overwatch, because I'm bad at making decisions, I guess. You know how it be. I don't know. I got back slightly later than I thought I might from brunch with the family, so we're here now. Sorry for late start, but you know, I was not at my house. Couldn't help it. Maybe I shouldn't start with comp. Here, we'll do a regular. Actually, let's do with that, because I'm gonna get tank. We'll do a regular, and then we'll probably play some comp today, because why not? Oh my god, a loot box, I care so much.
I'm a safe bet.
Are you now?
Hard work and dedication pays off.
Wow, so exciting. Who is it? Somewhere. What? Ah, emote. Here. Oh my god. Oh my god. She fucking it up. Oh my god. Here we go. Really play her, but you know. Might as well have something for when I do. Girl, I don't know. I don't care. Pick what you will, other people's. Still playing with only one of my earbuds working, which is extremely annoying. Ugh. Suppose I'll live, but I'll be annoyed about it the whole time. We're on attack. Should we try it? Is it a good idea? Probably not. I'll swap off if it doesn't go well. The skin is so cool. I love all the bowies.
In my world, there are no secrets.
Look at her fingers.
We know why we're here. Let's
So
get to
colorful.
it.
She sure be grooving. Is this like from the K-pop thing? I have no idea, honestly.
Genial.
The
Otro
Last
trabajo
Him
aburrido.
collab.
Was good. Thanks. ¿Qué onda?
And her low wave is so cute.
Was good.
Let's go!
Much better.
Press the wrong fucking button. Fuck! God damn it. Wow.
A darle otra vida.
Missed. Hate her. I try once more and then I give up on Sombra.
They have my attention now. Catch you later.
Damn it! It's good timing for her. It's an ult. Bye.
Mucho mejor. fun. And I'm back.
Where'd Mercy go? Yeah, I know.
Did I scare you? You're mine now. Apagando las luces.
God damn it! I'm so bad. Oh, thank you.
¿Qué onda?
I gotta stop throwing that at nothing.
¿Qué tal?
God! Yeah, I'll go Sim.
From imperfection,
She'd still break the
we
Rhine
build a
shield.
new world. Behold my creation.
I'm dead. Sigh.
No path is completely certain.
Ah! Why did I play DPS? I'm so miserable. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, I don't stand a fucking chance! Jesus Christ! I'm gonna lose because no one can get there fast enough.
One less to worry about.
Wow. Well, that's the end of that. I still just don't care about maps that much. Hey, what's it gonna be? Right, we do bands now, huh? Sure, I'll ban a May. I don't care. 'Cause someone else did it. I'll just agree. Yay, I can play my girl. Let's go.
We will crush them. The eye will not fail. The hand will not flinch.
Ba ba bo ba. Bo ba do 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 ba do.
Привет.
Us people got magical girl Juno, huh?
Give him any easy shots, do we?
Yes. Hi.
She's pretty cute. Let's go! They also have Zarya? Amazing. How did none of that get me charged? Jesus. Thank you for the charge, Tracer. That was very helpful. Woof! Someone can get that fucking Anna out of here. Killed him. I thought that would catch the Avenger too, maybe. Someone's gotta get that fucking Anna.
Your best is not enough. Draw their fire.
No! It's too late to get the fucking bubble on her. God damn it, dude.
Over there.
Can't heal you, dude.
I am on fire. Everyone follow me. Over there. Escorting the payload. Over there.
Oh, sorry. up at all. And I gotta watch that venture closer. I can't hear as well. Which leads me to being slow react. God damn it!
My armaments are ready.
Payload stuck. Get it moving.
God. Please. Thank you. Good follow-up. Oh no, an orb. God! I got immediately caught in it again like an idiot. I should have just stayed still.
Let's shove it in their faces.
Payload stalled.
Bring me energy.
God, get her, please. Fucking really? God, we gotta get on the cart. Ugh. Just have a million escape moves. That's so irritating. Thank God. Oh, yeah? You getting sick of the Zarya already? Yeah, hit me with your big hammer. Give me a little charge. Thank you. Oh! Kill them, please!
This ends now.
No! Ah, shit. So irritating.
Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Zoom.
Keep in sight. I'll have us in and out in no time.
Hi. Engaging thrusters.
You just smacking the wall there, buddy. That's fun, I guess.
5,
Okay, time to pay attention.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Walk in.
Stop the aim.
Neutralizing projectile. Over there.
Fucking already? Yeah, no, your ass is grass this game. I'm gonna chase you to the ends of the earth. Oh dear. God damn it! Hello, what's up? I am in misery.
Tana, you got this.
Fuck you.
What else is new? Forward, baby.
Viewers can see me. God damn it! I'm fine! I'm not fine. I'm gonna freak the fuck out. Ow! I'm losing it! I'm losing it!
You got this. Hey, I see one. Thank you.
Let's give them one.
Nothing gets past me.
How did you get up there, dude?
Forward, baby. Found an enemy.
God damn. Q. Oh, don't get pinned. Okay.
Calling in the big guns. Let's make up this party.
God, how did it get so high in the air? Woo! Hate my life. Stop getting pinned by the Reinhardt, please. God damn it. Find her on Vice.
Select a map.
I don't know, man.
Select your hero.
Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Fuck those two. Maybe also fuck Venture because of the last round. Ah!
Traveling to Icon.
We will crush them.
Let's go.
Stay sharp.
Let's go.
It's harder to keep your alive when
Let's
it's
go.
distracted.
Fiscal's brilliant.
Ba ba boop boop. Ooh, sandwich. Good skin.
Hello.
I love it. Emote. Flexies.
Little baby.
Did they just say little baby over voice comm? Or was that a voice line?
Strong as the mountain.
Fascinating.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack.
Let's go.
Capture objective A.
What's up, teammates?
Roomies.
Thank you, Mercy.
Fuck! I'm annoyed.
Going for a new personal best. Protecting you.
I'm trying to get that fucking turret and I'm fucking got nothing, bro. He's got fucking. Yeah, that makes sense. He would have that.
Ah! Oh. Phew.
Objective A captured.
Okay.
Start the payload.
I'm even stronger.
Hehehe, it's been.
I'm using my tool.
Diva swap? Diva swap?
Got the bombs on those bitches.
Odd choice. Okay, that.
Oh man, there's a fucking diva behind us, dude.
Oh,
Oh god, turn around, bitches.
oh, come on! I was behind the wall! I'm gonna cry! What a pity.
And reload.
There's no way.
We don't have all day. Move the payload.
Gonna have to go fucking May here in a second.
There's the diva. That's too easy of an escape. I don't think we should be going this way.
Draw their fire.
Y'all, just like communicate where you're going then. Because we're split up and that's not helpful.
Particle cannon online. Over here.
Payload stopped. All hands on deck.
Okay, we can go up on the wall, or I guess we're not, because none of you were going that way.
Yo, come on, help, go forward.
Group up here. Why did the
Yo,
payload
Zar's
stop?
not working anymore, man.
Might work if anybody would bother to group up.
Well, that's true too, but fuck, man.
30 seconds.
What
None
is
of those hit! What the hell are you doing? just am so fucking alone. I'm the
GG.
only one who has
Fuck
any
this.
goddamn interest in staying on the fucking cart. Everybody else is getting distracted by fucking side quests. Makes me so mad.
Score 1-0.
I want to play Zarya, but no, my team every round insists on making it impossible for me. And when they don't, she's banned!
Time to save the world? Game on! All systems fired up and ready to engage. 해보자고! Weather report.
Considered maybe people are mad because you're not using the mic in a communication team-based game. No, don't talk to me. I'm mad. I'm standing in the corner.
I'm here.
Leave me alone. I hate you.
3, 2, 1. Attackers in
Fuck you.
defend objective A.
You better be sorry. Why did you die there?
Guys, she's retarded.
You got this!
Objective lost.
You shouldn't have been in that position. That was a shit-ass
Just
position.
put 'em
You should have
mad.
known that.
Fucking go next.
Wow, why were you where the Genji was? Fucking dumbasses. Also, you're Kiriko. You can kill Genji easy as anything. Turn around! Are you wearing headphones? Obviously not!
Avoid this time. So bad.
Hey,
Peace be upon you.
that was only a warm-up. 기도있네.
Play of the game.
I will kill you. I will wrap my hands around your neck and fucking strangle you. Woo! Game 3 and I'm already so tilted! I love this fucking video game.
Choose your map.
When can I start downloading from Steam? Ugh. I'm gonna start setting up my desk for a craft stream. Because then we can chill and do that instead of this bullshit.
Select hero bands.
my mouse fell on the floor. Come back, I need you. Please come back. Ah! Come back. I can't use the mouse. It fell down. He's back.
Welcome to jungle.
Oh my god, they're on my fucking team again.
We will crush them.
Yeah, I don't fucking trust you with her.
Time to save the world. Game on. Where I'm from, the foxes fight back. Our group energy is interesting. Very interesting.
I'm in charge. Don't forget that. Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Idiot. It's very out of position. Again, dude? Exact same thing's gonna happen. Let's get that. Nope, not bad.
New record. Nuh-uh. Initiating defense matrix. Over here. Mobilizing.
There's no one there.
Codes are red hot. Over there.
Did he dive all by himself again? I have a better chance if their tank isn't a complete idiot.
They're cooked. Hiya. What's up? Comes out. Yeah, pocket healer. Neutralizing projectile.
Whoops. Shouldn't have done that. Oh no, I'm the first dead. Oh, a couple other people have died. Okay, I feel less bad now. Wow, she's very green. No, no, no.
Targeting hostile.
Score 0-0. Switching sides. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
You know, maybe.
Time to save the world? Game on!
Our group energy is
Hey!
interesting. Very interesting.
There is much to learn about rebellious spirit. Questioning tradition is how new tradition is formed.
Oh, that's good. I'll use that the next time Sojourn gives me trouble.
Anybody want to stand on the button with me? Wow.
And now careful.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack.
Wow.
Approaching the payload. Where's my team? Giggling there.
Weh. We need to win like one fight and we are done, but you know.
They're counting on me. Nothing gets past me. Hunting them down. Mobilize. Let's get this holding up, team.
Too easy.
Play of the game.
Ha. Goodbye. We're gonna switch to other things because I can't fucking take it. Oh, you rotated all weird, are you? You'd be that way, I think. Alright, give me a second to set things up. So dark in here, I'm gonna gather supplies in no damn a minute. gotta figure out where I put all my patterns. Is that one with the t-shirt in it? I have like one strip of Velcro. I really need to buy more. But you know, laziness and all that. Squish, squish, squish. Let's see if I have a fucking the pattern sticking up in there. Somewhere else. Do-do-do. Whoops. Yeppa, here's a good one. Da-da-da-da-da. Hello. Gotta adjust that a little. Yeppa. I might need to be scooted over a little, honestly. I have to reach behind all the fucking bullshit. Ah! Ah, come here. Quab. You can't even see him. Quab. Oh my god. Still feels kind of lopsided. Jeepers. You just don't like staying where I'm putting you, do you? What's that about? Should have done this before stream, but I didn't. See weirdness. You get out the way. Back to your home. It's slightly tilted, but I just don't have it in me to give a shit anymore, frankly, at this point. So this is a project I've started work on. I haven't finished it, though, so we'll work on it today. It's my lovely little doll. Making her some overalls. And we're going to make her a t-shirt, and we got to put straps on the overalls so that they can, you know, look like overalls. So we're going to work on that. Did this have a t-shirt pattern in it, or must I go searching? This looks like all the overalls stuff, not t-shirt stuff. I know I have a pattern for a t-shirt, I just gotta find it. We can watch videos while we do it.
Have you come to
This is Makara Tour. She make cool stuff.
watch me dance?
Isn't she
Should've
cute?
known. That's why you're here. Come on in. I'm going to very quickly lay out the goals for this video. 1, decode my clutter. 2, clean the whole dang house. And 3, drop the accent. 4, turn this unfinished room of my house into my dream dressing room / sitting room. So if you've been around for a while, maybe you saw my video a few years ago where I decluttered my old bedroom at my dad's house. And if you watched the end of that video, you likely heard me say,
Have you come to watch me dance?
no, after that.
I actually just threw everything under my bed.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I threw away a lot, but there was a lot more that I did not have the energy to deal with. A lot has changed since then. I moved into an RV, then a medium-sized house, and there was an episode we won't get into. But I ended up in this house. And through it all, there has been one constant.
You see,
my
'cause my
whole
water
world
bottle's in the way.
everywhere, hung around my neck like an albatross. And that's not a good thing, because I don't even know what an albatross is. Now I have the insane privilege of having a big house. Thanks in large part to you guys, and also to super cheap Midwest small town prices. But even in a house this size, I need to curb my accumulation of stuff, because I want to fill this house with kids someday, and I want them to have more than 3 square feet of their own. Yes, I got this house with the intention of having a family someday, even though I was single at the time of purchase. But it's like the chick who built the Coliseum said, if you build it, they will come. And dehoarding is necessary for several other reasons, like happiness, getting to gloat about how tidy you are, comfort, and being able to find things.
Yay.
I hate when I
Okay.
can't find things. I lost my pet snake 10 years ago, and I've been uncomfortable ever since.
So, Chapter 1, Dehoarding. Stuff is prison.
And I wish to be free-ish.
But to back up just a tad, one of the first things I had to tackle was cleaning out my
Remnants
New
of
York
a project I
apartment. It
never
was a little
fucking
sad.
finished.
Now, you didn't see much of me in it, partially because there were a couple different people who needed to live there at different times, but also because I spent most of my time there editing as opposed to filming things. And while it's possible I signed the lease in a pharmacologically induced manic episode due to some misunderstandings between doctors and
Patterns.
pharmacists, I still
Good for
greatly
him.
enjoyed this apartment, and it was sad to say goodbye. And upon bringing the load back to Ohio, I had to sort through the overwhelming amount of stuff, some of which I think was left behind by someone I sublet to because I definitely did not purchase crunchy, chili onion exfoliant.
Skincare belongs in the bathroom. I started this process out by going through my closet and throwing things into a pile.
Where
and
is the
wanting to
t-shirt
just pick out
patterns?
some things. And I'll explain to you my thought process why I told myself I needed to stuff. This, I don't like this. It doesn't fit well. It has parrots on it. So even though I haven't worn it in the 2 years that I've had it, it feels impossible to throw away. Okay, this is number I got it in Goodwill in Amish country in the plain section, and I've never worn it, but I've held on to it because I have this vision of me like wearing it if ever I need to look like one of the wives from Handmaid's Tale.
To be clear, I just meant if I ever needed it as a costume. I promise if the world ever turns into the Handmaid's Tale, I won't be one of the wives. I'd join the resistance.
Like in this, I feel like my name would be like Judith Grace or something. It's just so cool to me though that it can fit this well without having absolutely
Can
no
we not
zipper,
have a
no
t-shirt
buttons,
for the
anywhere.
Rainbow
It's
High, though?
plain. This like kinda makes me
think
feel
this
like
is
what
the
I'd wear
Monster
if I was
High
being made
version.
in the 1940s or 80s. Makes me feel like it's worth keeping.
Gonna be way too small.
Never
God, there's a
wear it
lot of
because
things in
it's so
here.
cool to need to keep it, but where you donate. This, I made this. I don't like it. I'm gonna donate. These, I will probably never wear them again, but I love them. Dare I say. From my scooter gang, this was my grandma's dress. It does not fit, but future daughter might
Dear
wear
God,
it.
I have a
This,
lot of
someone
bullshit.
video once. This looks a little sloppy on me. Okay, I think if I were to
Yeah,
rip off
that's the
shoulder
Monster High.
pads,
That's
it
not
could
gonna
look
fit her.
cool. I made this lover themed sweatshirt, but I got a stain on it, and I can't get the stain out, so. I got a cute picture of this one. Let's make it twice. Cheerleading uniform. I hate to encounter a future emergency where this is necessary and then not have it. Credits on. This does not fit. I hesitate to get rid of it though because it's a family heirloom. It's not from my family, but undoubtedly someone's.
She's so goofy.
Unless it's gray. This was a couch I found on the side of the road. This was an actual family heirloom. This was a great thread-up find, but I want to make room for more great thread-up finds called circular fashion. The circle of
Just one.
fashion. It's the wheel of fortune. You're still awake? Oh, this has stains. You look This maybe never will wear it, but I maybe will have a Clue-themed party someday, and someone's gonna be Miss Scarlet. Right? This is my greatest showman costume. I will not be trying
I guess it's
on.
just a puffy sleeve one. I can make a non-puffy sleeve version. Do I cut it out though? Is the question.
I'm a stretchy fabric back then, so it's actually very tight and constricting.
You must have, because it's not in here.
Future daughters might be really into Greatest Showman. Sometimes I really question future daughters' taste. What can you do? You have to have a degree to teach kindergarten, because in this outfit, I definitely feel qualified. This was my favorite coat when I was 15. Never wear it anymore.
Aha!
Just get rid of it.
Sleeve.
What's that? Future daughter? So greedy. Donate. Ah, gosh. What's the 70th birthday? Do I have 2 of this?
Here's my number 1 D-hoarding
There's a
hack for you.
shirt.
Get help. If you live alone, maybe reach out to your social media followers. Something about faceless strangers telling you they don't like something
it didn't
makes
have
it really
pockets.
easy to donate. But also maybe run this advice by your therapist first. After a long and mentally exhausting day of sorting, I decompressed by hanging
Kind
out
of just
with my
skipped
mom.
those because I didn't feel like it.
Buy me one of these
Why?
so that I can pretend like it's you.
I guess I could barter. Yeah.
Mike and Makara.
Now, my mom does not have dementia, but she does prepare for it because her memory is already not on a great trajectory. Like if she's driving somewhere, even somewhere she's been many times before, we all have to pitch in to keep her on course. But I digress.
Good
My
videos.
actual number 1 de-hoarding tip is to have a girls' night. Invite all your pals over, and when they arrive, have an area set up, like a free
you gotta
bed.
cut
Have
it
them
out
take whatever they'd like,
and
then
make
pack
it
up
for
what's
her.
left and send it off to no man's land, aka ThredUp and Goodwill.
This seems like a great opportunity to thank ThredUp for sponsoring this video, and for existing, because without the secondhand market, all of this would end up in a landfill.
These ThredUp clean-out kits are the easiest way to clean out your closet and give your clothes a second life. All you gotta do is order a bag, fill it up, and send it back. ThredUp handles the rest. Items that sell will earn you cash or credit, and anything that doesn't will be recycled, leaving you room to buy a couple fresh pieces.
And shopping secondhand has never been easier than with ThredUp.
In fact, that's where I got this snazzy little outfit.
Yes.
I love pairing this cider bodysuit with this Zara skirt. Whoops, I meant to say skirt. It's the perfect outfit to water plants in. Although that's not water, that's spray cleaner, and those plants are fake. I'm equally enthralled by this cider top. Originally $38, but I paid just $17.99. And these super comfy Zara heels, originally estimated to be
Hi-ya!
$33, but I
Cut
paid
out
just
now.
$21.99. My outfit brings all the hints to the yard, and they're like, is this copyright infringement? I bought this shirt because it was $7, and I thought it was really ironic. I bought these universal thread overalls though because I knew I'd be redoing a floor in this video and pulling a lot of weeds this summer. And look at how much you don't see a plumber's crack in these. Overalls are like my new favorite thing.
Fucking love
These ones
overalls.
might be my favorite.
Overalls! It's on theme!
More,
We're on theme!
Heading on over to ThredUp and shopping for whatever it is you need this summer. And use my code Makara for 35% off and free shipping on your first order. Thanks, ThredUp. And now for an April Fool's tradition.
The evening of March 31st, one time in the year, they used the spare key on Dad's house.
Gentle viewer, I pray you are not too concerned with the heckish state of my father's ratchet kitchen, for he has stripped it down to the bones in an effort to perform a complete renovation. And fateful thing he did too, because in doing so, he came upon a most startling discovery that solved a decades-old mystery. 1 decade.
You're not gonna believe this. I was taking off some more of this plaster that I found up here.
It was none other than the companion of my teenhood, Sterling Cooper Draper Price Holloway Tours, long mummified in a peaceful S shape.
How
Oh,
we
no.
got into there, I really don't know.
Poor Snake.
I guess I will save that for you.
To be honest, it was extremely saddening at first to realize he'd been so close that whole time, and I could have saved him had I only known. But now I'm honestly just so grateful to have closure that I never thought I'd get. Rest in peace, Sterling. I hope
No.
snakes go to heaven. But honestly, having read the Bible, it doesn't look promising for you. This is me making one final pass through the pile of potential donations.
I just cleaned out
Gotta
a
bring
room
my
first,
trees
and I have
closer.
several dollar bills, which I'm going to disperse in the pockets of the pants that I'm donating. With the coins, I'm going to save because there's a game I love playing with coins. I ask people this question all the time. I have
Ciao.
a coin. I haven't looked at the year on the coin. I have questions for you. Would you rather your entire immediate family cease to exist? They get Thanos, just flip, or everyone born the year that is on this quarter? Understand? Dad, what do you think?
Yes, my family.
Super. Oh,
Rather than kill, like,
Not kill, they just don't exist anymore.
if you'd rather, I'll just say the folks from that year.
Okay, everybody out there make their decision. Let's see what year it is. 1989. You've killed Taylor Swift.
As we learned with my snake, the act of cleaning often brings about a reunion with items long lost. Sometimes you and that item pick up where you left off and you resume using it.
Garlic powder. Been looking for that.
Other times, the discovery merely brings closure.
I believe this is bread and butter. Dad, do you want this?
After nearly a month of vigilant,
Yuck.
non-stop, grueling procrastination, the room was finally cleared out. Then I took a breaky poo to watch
You
the
coming
eclipse
out
because my
now?
backyard was in the path of totality.
Wow. This is the world at 3:11 p.m. and that's the sun.
As I was painting trim in the backyard, my dad was recognized out in my front yard by a van of fans, and he came to retrieve me.
Where are you from?
That's right, they traveled all the way from New York just to see little old me, no other reason. And they weren't even the only fans I ran into that weekend. So of course I had to call the city officials and let them know, hey, that huge crowd that was in our town, that was mainly for me, and so they adjusted the eclipse count. Now that we've dehoarded, it's time for chapter 2. Cleaning. Now, cleaning is not a skill that comes to me instinctively. So over the years, I've had to develop and refine a lot of cleaning mind games to use on myself. One that I definitely want to share and recommend to others is coming up with a cleaning uniform. It can be anything from a t-shirt and jeans, to overalls, to a Victorian maid costume. That one's the best fit for me because my house is from the 1880s and I'm rather a fan of Downton Abbey. But I found that wearing a uniform for a task works great for me because one, it reminds me of when I used to work a job where I had to wear a uniform every day, and so immediately when I put it on, I become very sober-minded and in the zone for working, and also makes me super grateful for everything I have, which makes me want to take care of the things that I have, and then also the dress is pretty and frilly and cute, and it makes me feel the opposite of sober-minded, and like I mainly just want to twirl around in it, so the two kind of cancel each other out, kind of rendering the whole point of the uniform moot. But I do have a rule that I'm not allowed to sit idly while wearing it, so that does keep me productive, and if here I am teaching my stepbrother how to blow a bubble, so that's productive. Now that the house is tidy, let's move on to chapter 3, renovating and redecorating. Keeping in the historic vein of the home, I wanted to make everything Victorian eclectic. I scoured books on Victorian interiors and visited a few historical homes. This was Theodore Rosie O'Donnell's house, and this was Useless S. Grant's house, or the other one with weird first name,
Useless.
And this is not a Victorian show, but I liked the shade of teal. The first big change I wanted to make to this room was the ceiling fan. Listen, I love my fans, but I don't want them in my dressing room / eventual bedroom. So Mom and I searched Marketplace for the perfect chandelier. Well, I was looking for chandeliers. Found the perfect one, and the lady gave me her address. She said it was her home. We drove to it and found ourselves at a warehouse in the middle of nowhere. Turns out we went to the right address, but the wrong city. So then we had to drive an hour in the opposite direction.
Second try, this is the next address it led us to. Still think we got something wrong.
So we drove another half hour and eventually retrieved the chandelier, which ended up being so big that it wouldn't even fit through the door of the room I needed it for. That was a little frustrating, but I decompressed by staring at my chickens, which always makes me cry happy tears.
They're just the most precious, beautiful.
So the first thing I actually ended up doing to the room was priming the navy wall. I wanted to add giant trim boxes. We tried to use a laser level, but after ducking through it a few times, I remembered I don't even like the Mission Impossible movies. So I took some outfit selfies instead. Then my cousin came over to have her prom dress altered, and when I returned upstairs, I found the wall littered with penciled-in boxes. Amazing, the things that just fall into place when you leave the room.
Thank you, Dad.
After some taping and patching, it was time to buy the paint. I landed on the Sherwin-Williams color Lagoon. I ordered 1 gallon of their ovulation plus, and got carried away purchasing unnecessary gimmicky things.
Look at all these gimmicks. I love gimmicks. These dice don't have anything on them. I'm fascinated. It's so biblical. There are things in the Bible. This is true.
Upon returning to my large hovel, I edged the walls with paint, then gave the windows a glow-up with some Amazon decals and some old dress draping tape, using an old comb and an eyeshadow stick to make sure everything was even. I was happy with the outcome and found this to be an important step, because you know what they say, windows are the eyes to the soul. I was obsessed with this wallpaper, but it was a little pricey, which is why we're only doing it in boxes. To cover the whole room would cost twice as much, and I did find historical reference for this. Remember all those trim pieces that I painted teal? No? Good. Well, hold that in your mind, because I accidentally got the idea to paint just one gold to see what it would look like, then slapped it on the old gram for a vote, and the people preferred gold. Here's some of the voters. Wow, they're famous now. You could be famous too if you follow me on Instagram. Per a suggestion, I also painted the edges of the baseboards and the doorways. I'm very suggestible, so be careful what you suggest to me. One time this kid who looked like Buzz told me I should crawl through a sewage pipe to find out where it came out, and so I did. And by the way, I mean Buzz from Home Alone, not Buzz Lightyear. If you looked like Buzz Lightyear, I would have moved into the sewage pipe. Just kidding. I don't have any feelings for Buzz Lightyear. I've only ever had a crush on 2 cartoon characters. One of them was obviously Prince Eric from The Little Mermaid, and if you can guess the other one, I will Venmo you $2. After a long day of hard work, sawing, stapling, and painting, I decompressed by watching Grandpa JJ and his mom rehearse their mother-son dance. Normally, I'd decompress by going on a run, but you can't go on a run around here this time of year. Creates too many warted tortillas, if you know what I mean.
So this framed picture is only $25, but I need it to go up and down long ways. And while I do think that sideways landscapes are the next big thing, I'm not a huge fan of the colors, so I got this print.
This is a print of a classic piece called Why Do My Fingertips Smell Like Such? By famous
Back
French
anyways.
artist Le Bedonquidon. Just kidding, it's called. I found it on Amazon. Someone tell me what it's called. This shandy was $40 at Restore, and unlike this one, it actually fit through the doorway. However, anytime I have more than one option for something, I feel duty-bound to put it to an Instagram vote. So I did, while subtly wording it in a manner that gently guided the voter towards my point of view. Then after enough Americans had performed their civic duty, I had an answer. Now gaze upon your victor. So if anyone wants this giant chandelier, just let me know, and I will tell you that I already gave it away to my friend Chantel, who has a beautiful little dog daughter, Ariel. And look how talented she is.
I don't want to lay flooring anymore.
It's beautiful.
After adeptly and dexterously hanging the chandelier, I turned to the father who bore me and said, "Hand me your phone." I wedged said phone between the medallion and a pencil, then grabbed a marker, and my father retorted,
Excuse me, real timber.
I don't know. Might have been time.
Alas, I had created a circle as perfectly round as the fabled planet Earth. Then I sacrificed my last dish sponge on the altar of opulence. Here's a joke I just came up with. What did the stamp do when a herd of angry buffalo came rushing towards it? The stamp peed. Now my number one tip when using red paint is make sure you wash your hands before interacting with other people. Right after this, my dad and I went to Lowe's and he was rushing me to the bathroom begging me to wash my hands because he thought I had like a strange old man's blood on my hands. And I was like, oh my gosh, Dad, no, it's just paint. And in his defense, I had just been wiping blood off of a stranger in the parking lot who happened to be an elderly gentleman, but none of it got on my hands. Painting this medallion took me forever, which gave me a lot of time
wiping
to think
blood
about
off
what I really
someone.
wanted
What an
in my dream
adventure.
dressing room. And then I had a light bulb moment. In my dressing room, I needed a way to know what clothes looked like on me. And I was reminded of a thought that I had back when I was on my press tour, or back when I was at the wax museum. What does every celebrity do when they want to know what an outfit looks like on them? They put it on their wax figure. I needed a wax figure.
Now, in a stroke of fate, it just so happens that there resides in my city a world-renowned sculptor of monsters, which doesn't relate, but what does relate is that he used to be a professional wax figure sculptor, and he worked on many Hollywood wax figures. Matthew McConaughey, Samuel L. Jackson, Halle Berry, and I do kind of look like Matthew McConaughey. So anyway, he is about to meet me here for a consultation. Introducing Dan Chidensky. Yeah, nice to see you.
So what did you have in mind?
Basically this.
We're gonna have to take some measurements first. If I had more time, I would have come prepared, but I do. I'm just gonna have you.
You measure things every time with real measuring tape.
Yeah, head one's pretty crucial.
Love the goofy music.
Oh, what I thought, huh? Spin around. Can we back down? What's our timeline?
Like 2 days.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
That stinks because I really need you in the corner where I can see what the clothes will look like on me, and I'm on a deadline.
How about a mirror?
This is why you should always consult with a professional. Thank you for your time. Make sure you check out Dan's work. Thank you very much.
Come out! Dried over the towel. Stop
Now,
it.
if you're a person who's very in tune with your senses, you probably picked up on the fact that something was a little bit odd about that scene, and there's a question lingering in your mind, and I will just answer it. Yes, I hid behind a curtain that I never showed you how to make, so here's a video of me making it. I did the curtains out of a clearance fabric that I got for $2 a yard. About all they had left, but I was bummed because I knew I'd still be 2 yards short of what I needed for the curtains. But in a stroke of luck, I found out that I am so bad at math that I actually had 2 yards left over afterwards, and I made a skirt. The last big thing to tackle was the floor. In a stunning break from character, I decided not to cut any corners on this part. I bought real hardwood floors where you have to hammer, wedge, sometimes pry each board into place, and then pound it with several nails. I basically spent 3 days hunched like this. I think I got 12 splinters in my hand just in one night. But it was honestly fun once I got into a rhythm, and with each piece I sawed, I got to play French Revolution. But while laying the floors, my thoughts drifted to the Victorian laborers. How hard they had to work to do things like laying floors, and how sickened they would be if they could see the owners of the 1980s ruining them by dousing them with carpet glue. Then I became irate as I visualized the owners of this house in the 2080s, ripping up all my hard work to install some sort of AI-powered LED floor or something. So I wrote them a strongly
How dare you!
and tucked it beneath one of the floorboards. The next day, Courtney and I went to Columbus, and on the way back, I had to pull
Now
over
the
to
needle's
look at
stuck
the
in
moon
there.
because what the heck was going on here? I tried to get
Got
Courtney
it.
to get out to look, but she wouldn't. Juxtaposed against the opulent walls, the ceilings now looked subpar, and so I set out to remedy that
Please
amidst
come
my
out.
mother's beaming encouragement.
This room is so vast, Gordy. I could just bask in here for weeks.
I kept the border even by tracing an old scrap of
Yeah,
vinyl
hell yeah,
flooring,
hell
but
yeah,
found
it's coming
myself
out.
befuddled regarding what to do with the corners. Basic, slightly curved, fancy schmancy. Oh, fancy schmancy. I should have known. I asked them what I should name my bear, and all their suggestions were very fancy. And I loved them all and chose them all. Actually, I'm really torn between 2 of the suggestions, so I'll probably put those to a poll soon. These 1880s tiles were looking pretty shabby, so I updated them with a modern paint job. Just kidding. Trying to give you a little jump scare, I put a protective sealer over them, because sometimes the older the treasure, the more worth protecting it is. With our sitting room
Aw.
painted, it was time to add what is arguably the most important part, somewhere to sit. This had been in my shed for a year, but it was high time to remove it since it no longer matched matched the vibe ever since I moved the scarecrow in. I really hope this is going to be enough fabric. It's left over from when I made that Renaissance costume in a day. So to reupholster an antique couch, you'll need to follow that tutorial first. Then lay out the scraps to your Renaissance dress on the floor, and then trace and cut around the previous upholstery fabric. If you run out of braided trim and need to go to the store to get more, you should probably bring your bird with you, as being left alone makes him anxious. Next, staple with reckless abandon, then give your viewers a sneak peek of the before and after of your sofa. Saute, souffle, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I'll be danged if I let a perfectly good scrap go unused. So this one got turned into a head cushion. After stitching and stuffing it, I used blue dye to turn this green fringe teal. But I didn't set a timer, so I forgot about it, and when I checked back a few days later, the fringe was just a black paste. So I just bought some teal fringe. And that's okay. And I got this ottoman for $15 at Goodwill. My mom loved it and begged me to keep it as was. But I, being chronically inspired by zany Victorian upholstery, knew that it had the potential to be something much more lavish, gaudy, and garish. At 14 years old, I saw this chair on the side of the road and yoinked it up. I'm now 20-something years old and performing feats of aesthetic gymnastics upon it. The generous assistant of Dan, who drew a silhouette of Garyon on it, which I later painted. Then for my final act as both Chancellor and Vice Chancellor of Renovation, I vanquished those pesky modern ceiling blemishes which deign to call themselves vents, and replaced them with ones more fitting for a lady who uses the word vanquished. Soon I would find myself basking fully in a light which had once only been a pinhole glimmer at the end of a long tunnel. I went on a celebratory decompression walk, but quickly found that the neighborhood kids' sidewalk chalk art recompressed me. Now I'll cleanse the palette of your eyes with 10 seconds of springtime.
It's growl. Egg.
I believe now you're primed to appreciate the grand reveal. Remember this disheveled heap of disarray? We'll bid it goodbye.
It looks so good. So impressive.
Hello there, just dropping back in to say, if you hate this, please don't tell me. I'm not ready to hear that yet.
Tell
I
me.
worked very hard on it, and my neck hurts quite badly from painting the ceiling. I'd rather my feelings not also hurt bad. Anyway, this is what the room looks like during sunset. This is what it looks like right after sunset, and this is what it looks like during a tornado warning, and this is what it looks like from the neighbor's house. Oh look, a tour guide.
I hope you like it. This is my chair, this is my window, this is my wall. I heard you like walls, that's why I got one. These are my drapes, look familiar. There's my wax figure. This is my sofa, it's very comfortable. This is my ottoman, and let me tell you, if you autumn man up and make one for yourself. These are my books. You like books? I'm writing one. It's about planet and murders. This is my candelabra. This is not my chest table. It's not mine either. So there's the room. There's a lot more I'd like to do with it, but I ran out of a little thing called time, the last hour of which I spent making this here top. What a mistake. But if you
Also, fucking random mistake there. Whoops. It's fine. It's going under anyways.
Purchase and free shipping.
If you'll look for you out. Okay, now my turn. And
I've been making some TikToks.
Can be removed now.
About American Girl, and every time
should we watch doll videos, what should we do? A
So
deep
when
dive
I was
into
a
Monster
kid,
High.
I really
I don't know. Do I want to watch that right now? Some fucking Tumblr things happened. I think we already watched the one that I was thinking about. Oh, let's watch Brittany Broski. Brittany Broski's great.
What is this
Trixie
privacy
Mattel.
screen? You
The
think
two
you're
of them
that
together.
important?
No, I just
They're
got
the
the
best.
Me to Variety.
Simply the best.
So I can look at porn. Clink, clink. Brittany's back on the channel, people.
Back for more, bitch. Trixie and Brittany sex tape. Take one.
They're too funny together. Do.
You know what? I didn't expect us to be really successful on YouTube.
It's shocking. It's jarring. It's jarring. It's jarring.
I feel like there was this era of really prestigious real YouTubers, and they all died.
They all died.
It's a similar to like the apocalypse, only roaches.
Didn't I have a ribbon I wanted to put with me?
Yeah.
Who's the roach? Who's the Twinkie?
There's the
I
ribbon.
think I'm not a twink in any form. You're closer to a twink than I am.
I'm a plus size twink.
A twonk.
A twonk.
A twonk.
Ribbon.
A twink.
If you were gonna be a gay guy, what body type would you be? Would you be like a bear? Would you be a twink? A wolf?
Gotta figure out
otter?
the
Would you
length
be like
for
a
it though.
beetle?
What the f is a beetle?
I made it up.
What the fuck is a beetle?
Oh god.
Just hard and oily to the touch.
Yeah.
I would be a beetle.
Hi, we're here.
Where's the camera? Oh, that's the main one.
Where's the camera? So Brittany's back, and she is a woman of integrity and energy. And so I thought of a project, because we always do makeup on this channel. We're doing makeup on Brittany's channel.
Woo! If you can call it makeup.
We haven't done it yet, but I think we're gonna do as good as people could expect.
As much as these two Christian hands can deliver, we will deliver that.
So I thought for our channel today, you have a phone.
I do.
I bought you a clear phone case for your phone.
That is so sweet.
And I
Buttons
got a
too. I
clear
gotta
phone case
figure
for
out where I
phone,
put all
and
my
thought
buttons. I
this
have some
year, this
tiny ones somewhere.
2024, you and I could start the year by making a miniature mood board on our phone cases.
Guys, Hodgepodge is back in a big way.
Yeah.
Mod Podge. Who's Hodge?
Who's Hodgepodge? Who is Hunky Dory?
Did you know Humpty Dumpty was never described as being an egg?
Ugh.
Are you talking
Can
about
we
your
fact
channel
check
or
that?
mine? Both and either.
I'm talking about your podcast.
Today's video is brought to you by our friends at Scentbird. If you know anything about me and drag, you honestly can smell me before you can see me. People always tell me how good I smell in drag.
Kid, it's just tits.
It's just tits, yeah. I went on Amazon and I searched decoupage kit, and it came with 2 Mod Podges.
Decolletage kit, it's just tits.
It's just tits, yeah. I got these esponja.
Esponja.
I only know that from SpongeBob.
Yep. Bob esponja.
Yeah. I got some spatulas. We got some gloves.
Do
And
you have like little dried flowers or something?
we bought vintage Playboy. Is that not enough for you?
No, I need glitter and flowers.
Well, the magazines we have to choose from, we have Playboy, Vogue, Women's World, Rolling Stone, and I think the National Enquirer.
Oh, you got Peso Pluma. That'll be mine.
Who's that?
He's a Mexican artist.
There you go.
You wouldn't know anything about that. You bitches wouldn't know anything about Peso Pluma.
And I guess I'll start with Playboy. I mean, I don't know. Oh.
Can I use this
I think
for real?
that's the right
Yeah,
length. I should
sure.
probably
So
take my
what is
shirt
on?
off.
What are you
So it's
immediately
puffier
sort of
than the other one's
gravitating
gonna be.
towards here?
Well, I thought, now that I've been doing therapy,
Oh no!
and I do believe in setting goals.
She's going
and
to become
manifesting
Nikki.
things.
Oh, I
A
forgot
little
it's
bit.
tighter
Not
on her
too
neck.
woo-woo, but like I think if you focus on it, it'll happen.
What's your?
How many times did you want to meet Beyonce and then it happened?
I didn't. Is the thing.
Oh,
It's
you were just
It's
crying?
inverse manifestation. That's what works for me. I don't want to meet her, girl.
But
I said the
doesn't-
same thing about you.
But I don't want to meet her mean I won't, I secretly do, but I won't jinx it?
No, it means I don't know how I would react, and I don't want to embarrass myself because she means too much.
Right.
That's not how I felt about you. I really don't want to meet you because I've heard you stink.
We got to cut out things that we want to put in our art. So I'm starting with Playboy because sex.
Yours is gonna be cute, like aesthetic, and like mine's just gonna be random pictures of Anya
God.
Taylor-Joy.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I want to cut this guy out. He says the new look. It's
Ugh.
a little guy, because it's a small phone case. So like I got to do small pictures.
Just do the.
But I also care about the face and the body. I don't care about just cocks. I also care about arms and abs and,
I only care about.
and balls. Would you rim a guy?
Finally.
I feel like that's the cool thing is female
Gotcha,
celebrities being
journalism.
Like, I would eat ass, right?
Do I look like a woman that would eat ass? Don't answer that.
Girl, you look like
Oh,
a
that's
woman
so
who'd eat anything.
cute. So detailed.
Oh
No,
no!
we're not wearing it right now.
Actually, that's such a lot. You guys, Brittany, I don't know if you can tell, is extremely f***ing fit right now.
I'm very thin, and I want you all to be worried about me. Guys, leave a comment below about how you're worried about me. How I look frail and sickly.
I know.
Frail
of
and
us.
sickly.
People constantly comment on my pictures Ozempic, and I'm like, before Ozempic, there was depression. Okay.
Before
like,
depression, there was Slim Fast.
thank you. How does Mod Podge work?
Should we read the instructions?
When has that ever helped anybody? Oh, you know what? This is another real one.
Ah,
I'm
it's
trying to
become
get
tangled.
better at stretching before and after exercise. And this little thing says U.S. drinking team warm-up sweaters. I'm gonna cut out warm-up.
Okay. These magazines suck, girl.
Oh,
I'm gonna
I'm
put
sorry.
Prince Charles on the back of mine.
You have to use imagination.
Charlie.
Like, you don't have to want Prince Charles, but maybe you could. Maybe because Prince Charles has a family, you're like, I'm gonna put him on there because I want to see my family.
Right. So we're doing kind of representative.
Yeah, this isn't a ransom note. We're not cutting out letters that say like, if you ever want to see your daughter again. I think I'm actually gonna like this. That's the thing. Mine's gonna look very.
It's probably too long, but that's
Oh, cut out
the
Mitch
we'll
McConnell.
start with.
I literally, I'm thinking about it.
This has a lot of good pictures in it. Look at that.
I was looking at that. I don't know what exactly this medical diagnosis
Oh,
is,
boy.
but
I think that's just when you're giving.
you put it on first. That would make sense.
Mary.
Oh, diva.
Getting so
Wait, that looks pretty.
tangled, oh
That guy's
no.
gonna go there. I think I'm gonna have to, honestly, at the end, what I think we're gonna be able to do is take the glossy sealer and just go over the whole top of it to like seal it.
Glossy sealer.
Because this is a gloss.
This is such a stay-at-home mom activity. Actually, this is a vacation Bible school activity.
Ah!
Girl,
I keep smacking the
bury
microphone with my
that,
hand.
bury
on
that.
accident.
VBS.
Her hair,
Oh,
it's become
God.
tangled.
Isn't awesome, body rest.
You know what I love when I go to like the Kachi and I do Bald and the Beautiful Live?
So
We're in
funny.
the Christian states.
Yep.
I love to throw out a peace be with you, and have
And
a
also.
whole room of gay people just go like, and also with you. They like can't help it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a response.
It is. It's a knee jerk. I might just have to go full Disney adult.
So what are you manifesting though? I mean, this is a
I'm manifesting a voiceover acting role with Disney.
love.
How about that?
Looking cute.
This is happening for you.
That's my dream. Like what
Gotta get
Josh
the
Gad did for
shirt together,
Olaf,
though.
I would like to do that for someone else. I'm also gonna add this photo of Robert Downey Jr. Can I use your Playboy when you're done?
Yeah, I just cut out 2 things. I'll trade you. And I have the national.
Just cut out 2 things. This is a silent activity.
Now, what about this word unfit? Should I just put that on there? I got the word sperm. I think that should be part of my year. Would you be okay if a guy in like the throes of passion called you mama?
Is he gay?
Well, I was watching this movie, Place in the Sun.
No,
no, it's not. It's not
Mama.
like mama. No, it's not that. It's not that. I was watching A Place in the Sun with one Elizabeth Taylor.
Ooh.
And at the end, she's kissing this guy and she goes, tell mama all. Tell mama. And he goes, I wish I could tell you how much I love you.
Oh.
And she's kissing him and she goes, tell mama. Like that.
No, that's gorgeous.
That is, right? Would you do that?
I feel like if I spoke with a transatlantic accent, I would
Okay.
be more into it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love all those old movies. I'm like, well, we don't have to tell anyone, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Well, if we
good
go
way.
outside and wait for the eclipse, we could see what would happen. It's there. I don't know what that
Daddy was never the same after the eclipse. He looked straight into it.
Both eyes burned clear out of his head, and he's been on Social Security ever since. Mama lost the house.
And now I'm hooking on the corner for money.
You know what? I gotta cut out the word bottom.
Is your goal to be a bottom?
No, I want to be more into it. Like, I feel like I am a bottom, but most bottoms have the jump on me because they are
Alright,
gutless,
sleeves
gutless
attached.
chasms of fluid.
Yeah.
Gutless chasms
I'm
of
more like,
fluid.
yeah, if the
So
vibe is right,
crazy.
I'll bottom. Whereas I think most bottoms are
Insane,
like
insane.
at home, like covered in lube, doing shit all times, waiting for someone to walk in. And I want to be more like that.
Oh,
You want to be more
God.
primed.
I've never read a celebrity magazine like this. These headlines are egregious.
Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel, most hated man in Hollywood. Like, I don't think so. Frail Liza can't come to the cabaret. Oh, wait, honey. Britney Spears' husband, and the little caption says, yeah, that's right, I'm a celebrity. I'm cutting that.
Yeah, cut that.
I'm doing a lot of words. I have sperm, bottom, and that's right, I'm a celebrity. Doing a lot of wordplay.
All I have so far is Robert Downey Jr.'s mugshot. I don't really know where to go from there.
You're killing it, babe.
We're going from there.
Brittany, you just moved into a house that you're
It's
furnishing.
done. You need to come check it out. It's imagine Cracker Barrel with a touch of
Cracker Barrel.
art, like real art,
Wow.
and a little gay, but only gay in the sense of I have a signed Casey Musgraves album and a Dolly album.
Not like Target, like rainbow suit. This is mean. Like, this magazine is mean. Everybody's
You're
been
gonna
writing.
pick up the National Enquirer and think these are gonna be really thoughtful think pieces.
I
on
don't
these
know. I didn't realize
celebrities.
how mean it was. Like, when somebody has a hard time, a real magazine will write about their return cutie. You better cut
I'm
out
cutting out Country Club Cutie.
Yeah, I feel like magazines will be like her return to herself, and it's about
Yeah.
uplifting. These are
No.
like, here she is eating shit outside of 7-Eleven. I think exposure therapy. There is a picture of a gorilla in here. This is about overcoming my fears because gorillas pop up a lot in media and they shake me to my core every time.
I don't like horses. You have a fear of horses?
I don't have a fear of horses, but I think that's actually a very smart fear. I mean, Vanderpump, who has ridden horses her whole life, 2 years ago, one of her horses broke her leg in 4 places.
I'm telling you, they're crafted
Scary
on both
animals.
ends.
They're dangerous.
Oh, actually, okay. I want to do one that's like scandal. So like, I'm gonna do a classic sort of Hollywood. I might need the National Enquirer after you. You're doing sort of gay, predictable. I'm gonna go against the grain. And
Gay,
I'm gonna
predictable.
do mugshot, nipples, scandal.
Now, this is what we're manifesting for ourselves. So, give me Woman's World. Have you gone into Woman's World yet?
It's all just gonna be pretty much medicine ads.
And luxury for less.
And luxury for less. I want the one that said Mitch McConnell, gutless bottom.
Oh my god. Yeah, Mitch McConnell's face with the word bottom over it. That's fun. Confessions of a Christian Cardiologist.
Love.
Ooh, 3 viral beauty products that can enhance any look. Wait, what about have you seen the urine people? The people who drink urine and stuff as medicine?
No.
Urine angels?
What
There's
do
like a
you mean,
Facebook group that's like,
urine
hello,
angels?
urine angels.
Excuse
I
me.
love what the urine's doing for my hair, but how do I get it to stop smelling?
Oh,
good?
didn't
Like,
happen.
For real. People using urine as lotion. People drinking
No.
urine. This one girl
Nice.
takes a shot glass of urine and opens her eye and stuff like that.
Her own piss?
Her own urine. And sometimes they like age it so it's like
Ew.
Decant it.
it's aging one.
They put it in a decanter.
Yeah, can you believe that?
I can actually. I've heard stranger things.
These are all ads about losing weight. It's a women's magazine, so let's just flood it with weight loss things. Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
I know what you mean, girl.
That looks good though. Lemony, arugula, farfalle.
Farfalle.
Have you ever seen the movie The Godfather?
Yes.
I watched it 2 days ago for the first time.
The scene.
It ate.
Spoilers. It's been out for 50 years. Spoilers.
It's been out for 50 years?
This new film.
Okay, spoilers, guys. If you haven't seen The Godfather, pause this, go watch it, come back.
3 hours later.
The horse head in the bed.
Yeah, the screaming.
Traumatized me as a child. Traumatized me.
But I thought you hated horses, so what is the truth?
Well, I can still think they're beautiful creatures. They just scare me.
That wasn't traumatizing. The scene where his wife
Beautiful creature that
explodes in
scares
the
me.
car. Scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, that'll do it too.
Elvis. Here's a little Elvis.
Pictures of Elvis?
Picture of Elvis.
Oh, give me that.
You want that?
Yeah, can you cut that for me?
Hey, it's Austin. Do you like the Elvis voice?
Hey, it's Austin. Okay, the Elvis premiere? Not the premiere, but Elvis had a birthday party. They like Baz Luhrmann and all them threw a birthday party for Elvis. Had it at Formosa Cafe.
Okay.
This was like 2 years ago. I got invited because I wouldn't shut the up about the movie at the time.
Right.
And I am gonna bring my friend, and I'm like, should we go dressed as Elvis? Isn't that funny? And so we buy Amazon Prime Elvis Halloween costumes.
This
now mind you, I'm
story.
plus size Elvis, fat Elvis, Felvis.
You think it's respectful to go to an Elvis event in an Amazon like Hollywood Boulevard?
No, and I mean sideburns, gold glasses. Like I was gonna do the lip all night, and we were gonna show up together in matching outfits. Last minute, I was like, we can't do this, girl. Like we can't, and we didn't go. And so now I have two fat Elvis costumes in my possession. That I'm waiting to use. If any of y'all are doing an Elvis party, or if you need to borrow my Elvis costume, just let me know, because I have two.
I'm putting a bird on there because I still can't get a bird, but I really love birds and I want to spend more time with birds. So
why don't you get a bird?
David's scared of birds. I know. I was like, what you should be scared of is me.
What you should be scared of is me off the gas station rhino pill. What do you know about the rhino pill?
What is that sex thing?
That's the pills.
What in the street culture?
What do you know about it? Tell me, don't tell me Gen Z is taking dick pills. Please don't tell me Gen Z is doing Trimex.
Gen Z, make some noise in the comments for Trimex and for Rhino.
Do you know what Trimex is?
Isn't that similar? It's like a Viagra.
It's injectable Viagra. You stab it in the needle.
That's
so scary.
People?
Yeah.
Y'all are doing stabbing peels?
Who's y'all? I'm not even doing that, girl.
You brought it. You seem to know a lot about it.
I might be old-ish. I'm not at the point of injections in the dick to get hard.
I am.
I use a bike pump. No, I'm just kidding.
One of those like clown inflatable balloons.
I'm like,
David, I'm coming. I'm coming for you. I'm coming.
Why do I sound like Beetlejuice?
Scary.
David.
That's good. I'm cutting out the word cheating.
Got one sleeve, and we gotta tie it on.
In a Skechers ad.
You think she's like rich still?
Yeah, that's why she's going on the back of this. And she looks proud as hell too. Does this woman look like she's struggling financially?
Not at all.
She said, 1%er. Take the picture.
Yeah, literally. A tax bracket you will never see.
And she went to jail. I mean, I hate to bring up people's dirty laundry, but this is a woman who survived, legal scrutiny. She's a survivor, and she's Snoop's friend, and I'd love to meet Snoop someday. I'm already doing that.
You gluing on nails to do Mod Podge? What the f is it called? Mod Podge. Who is Hodge?
Hodgepodge is like, oh, it looks all, don't do it all hodgepodge.
Yeah, it's a hodgepodge.
This is looking really good though.
No, I'm still in the creative process. I'm almost there.
Oh, Serena fucking Williams is on here.
Serena Williams, Miley's on there.
Do you know I love Serena Williams?
That does not surprise me.
We honestly, there's some people we are alive at the time of a master. Missy Elliott is on that list. Beyonce's on that list.
Beyonce's definitely on the list. Like living legends.
Yes, Dolly.
The way that people talk about like, oh, Michael Jackson, we have them living right now, and we need to appreciate them while they're here.
Yeah, Stephen King. Like, there's people I just love, and I fucking love Serena Williams, bitch. I saw her at the Critics' Choice Awards, and one of my greatest regrets is not saying hi.
Who's the WNBA girl? Caitlin Clark. She's another one. She just beat Steph
You look the right size.
in basketball.
Just about, yeah.
I actually don't know much about it. So.
This is our sports channel now. Do you think
Welcome back to Sports Highlights with us.
Do you think that you and I could get into sports?
If we tried, yeah. Karma's a bitch.
I should have known
better. When are you gonna have JoJo Siwa on the channel?
I would love to. She's asked me to come and make TikToks with her before.
Why have you not?
Because when we did our video, I think she liked it.
That's the highest praise. Okay, I'm ready to get gluing.
Crazy.
By the way, if you guys decide to do
Doja
this
Siwa
content,
makeup.
please tweet Brittany and I want to see what the people's, you know.
Because y'all's will be better than ours.
Well, mine is about the vibe of the year. So far, the vibe is I want to see a bird. I want to be more like Martha Stewart and
I wanna
Anthony
see a
Williams.
bird.
I want to get over my fear of gorillas. I want to bottom more. I want more sperm.
I
want more
want to date
spoon.
someone who will really propel me towards A-list fame.
You know, I think dating for fame is actually completely fine. People date for a lot of reasons.
I mean, it's smart. It is.
Does this look slutty to have her on the shoulders? Is
Ah.
this like
Ooh,
Dropped it.
the girl waiting at the bus with her jacket like over? I had a reduction. Died on the table twice. So, and you know, I've been getting into sneakers more, and so I want to
Stop. What are you stuck on?
You
Stop.
are so straight.
Last night I wanted to watch The Office, and David
In
said,
pain.
"No, that's one of your little straight shows that you watch when no one's around." He said, "I want you to think of The Office like watching porn. Watch it alone."
He said you should be ashamed.
Really, he did. Well, he's been watching all like silent films, and I'm like, could we just watch one episode of The Office?
What silent
You
film?
watch silent movies right now.
You seen that TikTok that's like starting to get into movies? Y'all let me know. And it's like the silent film of the train, like the first ever movie. They're like starting to get into movies. Let me know some good recs.
Stop.
Okay, what do you think about this? Hollywood secrets
Boop, boop,
exposed.
boop, boop.
Oh, I really like that.
Hollywood hookups.
I like all the words actually.
Right?
It's really a vibe.
Thank you so much. Oh I didn't cut out Robert Downey Jr.
I should have just done this before I started on, but whatever,
What
it's
does it have to do with
fine.
your goals?
I don't know. I feel like I haven't really appreciated living in Hollywood. You know
Sure.
what I mean? There's so much history here, and it's really every time I have someone come visit me, and they're like, "Oh my God, that's whatever. That's the Pantage Theater. That's whatever." I'm like, "Oh my God, we do actually live here."
Yeah.
I just tend to forget sometimes.
Okay, I found a picture of a boat. Oh, I ripped the boat.
I ripped the
So I
boat.
do want to travel more and look at that. There's a great picture of, this looks like Greece. And I've never been to Italy or Greece or anything like that, so I want to do all that.
You've never toured over there? You only tour like
No.
on Western Europe? I
Never.
guess?
Mostly English-speaking countries.
Yeah.
I've
And you're
never-
banned from most of them, so
I
it
am,
really
because
limits
apparently
it.
you can't traffic drugs in a
It- yeah.
Ziploc sandwich bag in your asshole on
Yeah.
Qantas.
Is that a new? Maybe that's like a post-COVID.
It's like how they're trying to get you the real ID. Apparently you can't have a full gram of coke up your
Unbeknownst to me.
trying to control women at every turn.
I know it. I'm ready to f***ing glue. Let's get serious.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna put sperm and bottoms?
I'm kind of just saving the words for last because I can't cover those up.
Right.
So it's like a layering process.
Right.
All my girls at home, all my Mod Podge girls, Mod Podge squad in the chat.
Chat, make some noise.
Chat, let me know about the Mod Podgery. Oh God, I hate wigs. I'm starting to hate wigs in the wrong industry.
It's time to kill Sasha Velour and take her thing.
Well, she did bald, and now everyone has a breastplate on because of Jimbo. So I think that I could start doing bald with just a breastplate. And no makeup, because the baby queens don't wear makeup either.
Well, that's what I do. It works for me.
No makeup, a breastplate, and bald. Honey, go over to Brittany's channel and have
With
a
my
look.
Rascal Flatts smock.
You do love a 3X
Terrifying thoughts.
concept.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I live in them.
What about, wait. What
Okay.
about the gorilla head on the bird body? Now we're talking.
Now we're going abstract.
Oh, I love that.
That is so silly. Bottoms.
Bottoms.
Biggest
right next
bottoms.
Right next to fucking
Tie a
Martha
knot.
Stewart. Bottoms. And wait, I haven't even glued on sperm.
Bottoms.
I gotta glue sperm on.
Oh, that's right.
You know, it's ironic.
Tie
Instead of
another knot.
glue, I should use sperm.
Mod Podge Sperm Edition.
What if you turned and I was just like, yeah, totally. I just like, oh, it's smelly. It's smelly.
Oh, that's just me. Sorry. I think I'm done actually.
I'm almost done too.
You want to be me so bad.
You know what? The final thing I'm gonna put on mine is there's a little tiny Playboy
Fold it
here,
over.
and I'm gonna add Playboy to mine because
Oh, that's real cute.
I want to be more sexy in drag. I want to show more skin.
I see that for you.
You know, I'm getting older, and I feel like the time to show skin is now.
I'm getting older. My body's changing. I'm not gonna apologize for it.
Is that a ism?
That's a Katya-ism.
Oh my God! Look at my fan. You guys, my fan is here. He wants to be me so bad.
The transformation's almost complete.
Are you done?
I'm done, girl.
Okay, let's do a lacquer of this.
Sperm bottoms.
I think we should go through and talk about, because I want to explain myself
You want to explain sperm?
to this
You're
audience.
so goofy.
When you were having sex with women, did you ever make a woman orgasm?
Can we just stop everything? When did you look at me? I want you to look at me. When do you think I f***ed a girl?
I think you had f***ed her one time. You
I maybe
dated
I
girls.
f***ed a girl out of a shift at the Mac counter. Like I've never f***ed a girl. I've never dated girls.
You're a liar.
No, she been new, sis. It's called being honest with yourself.
Who am I thinking of? You
Most
never
most
dated
gay
a
men.
woman.
You're thinking of most gay men. I've never been with a woman. I've always known this was my path. So I'm gonna take
This was my
the gloss
path.
Mod Podge and just spackle this shit on because it does dry clear.
Oh, that's real cute.
All right, let's let it dry here, and we will be right back to reveal. And these are good, straight out of the,
Yeah.
you know.
Good to suck on. Ooh, you know what? Actually, never mind.
Don't say all that. Whatever you were about to say, you know what was good to blank? No, we don't.
I was gonna say one of those sponges to
unravel
dip in a
itself.
pickle juice jar.
Just suck on it.
Just suck on it. Did you ever used to suck water out of a washcloth in the shower? Did you?
I did that.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show.
Why don't you just get a glass?
Because.
Like, in the bathtub, drinking your own bathwater, sucking it out of a, like, girl, your mom's out here hunting ghosts and you're drinking, sucking your own bathwater. Girl, this is what happens when you suck on bathwater. Just like, you ever suck, most comics are like, hey, what about airline food? You're like, you ever suck bathwater out of a washcloth? When that juice hits? When you
Trying
get
to be
that juice?
relatable. You know when that good and it's warm.
All right, so let's do the reveal here.
Not.
Why don't you go first and tell us about yours?
Okay, so mine, I went for the sort of scandal and allure of Hollywood here. Hollywood hookups, Inquirer exclusives, newsflash, cheating, country club cutie, and then I went for a little tiny picture of Elvis.
A
That was
little
sort of
tiny
mine. Now,
picture
is
of
this a mood
Elvis.
board? No. Is this what I see for myself in the future? Yeah.
Scandals?
Scandals. Okay. But scandals of like a romantic nature.
Oh, sure. And honestly, this whole thing manifests you being so famous that everyone's writing about you.
100%, because I'm the hottest, most famous young gentleman.
Yeah. I also don't think Country Club Cutie is impossible.
Thank you.
I think meeting Elvis is probably going to be hard to do.
Well, there's a lot of Elvises on Hollywood Boulevard.
That's true. And a lot of actors who played Elvis at this point.
That is true. That is true.
Hey, it's Austin. So, kind of talks like JoJo.
He does.
Honestly, my ex. Have we ever seen them?
They should collab. They should collab.
Austin will play JoJo in the biopic.
So good for you.
Biopic is a crazy. It's biopic.
Biopic?
Biopic.
That's what they say in film school.
Biopic.
Biopic. I will play a JoJo in Dance Moms era.
I'll play Abby Lee.
Would you watch Brittany and I doing Abby Lee and JoJo? Girl.
Yeah. And
He's
Austin
so
Butler can play.
goofy.
Who's the other one? Maddie.
Maddie. Yes. So I did a lot of things. I have this guy, exercising guy reminding me to warm up.
Sperm.
I got Martha Stewart,
Just
she
on
pulls
there.
through a lot, and she pulls through with style and grace. It says, yeah,
She
right.
is someone to model your career after.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a celebrity. Sometimes I need to assert that.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting in line at the Abbey, I need to walk to the front of the line and be like, hey, I'm Katya's friend. You know what I mean?
Have you ever heard of RuPaul? I know her.
Yeah, I met her 2 times. Now this is where it gets a little difficult to explain. The word bottoms. I want to bottom more. The word sperm.
Want to sperm more.
I want to sperm more. I want to do more spermisms.
Yes.
Now we have a bird. I love birds, but I hate gorillas. So we do have a bird with a gorilla's head because I think exposure therapy, good. I'm really getting into sneakers. I just got these Nikes that I really like. So more shoes. I want to become a sneaker person.
Okay.
So like all
sneakerhead.
bald white men get into sneakers
At some point, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
It's a rite of passage.
Serena Williams,
Yeah,
truly
type
one of
that,
the
okay.
best athletes of all time.
Get
She
a
inspires
little
me every
fold
day.
over on
I
the
got some
collar.
grease back here because I want to
So it
travel.
looks
I got
nice.
Playboy because I want to be more sexy. That's it.
That's really gorgeous. You know what? You gave me a piece of advice that wasn't advice like a few months ago where you were like, about being I'm a celebrity, you said, I have to train these people like when I show up and they want to put me on the red carpet at noon with the sun above me. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
Or like you walk into a venue and they want to do a meet and greet with lights. You're like, you're going to fix that before we do this.
Totally.
That's really helped me because it's like, I got to do my job.
Sometimes it's like, well, you want this to be good, right? And I want this to be
Exactly.
good. So let's collaborate. But I think when you're a drag queen or a woman,
They don't get it. They don't get the lighting. They don't get their AC has to be on 62.
yeah. Well, they also think we're speaking up because we're insecure or something. It's like, no, I want this to look good.
Right.
Thank you guys for joining us. We're manifesting our dreams. And if you love this video, check out, we're going to do makeup on Brittany's channel. So
And we also have 17 other videos together that you can go watch.
the kids want us together, but honestly, I'm glad we make them wait.
We do. Also, it's hard to be around each other, so we have to like gear up, get ready. I have to have 6 Red Bulls. It's a whole
Right.
thing.
Thank you guys for joining us on the channel. Go watch Brittany's channel. It's
So
some of the best
goofy. I love
YouTube there
it.
is, for real.
Oh,
She's
that
the
is so
best.
true.
She's
It's really
the
true.
best.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hip. Boop. So fun. Ah. Yapa. 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 Where was the one I was looking? I was remembering I was thinking of. It was this one.
So, my recent fascination has been obscure Canadian church
titles.
plays. I'm referring specifically
so
to
goofy.
Church of the Rock, an evangelical church in Winnipeg. They've got a tradition where every Easter, instead of a standard church service, they put on a little skit of the Easter story by way of a pop culture character. And as the years have passed, these plays have become increasingly elaborate. They're not like a nativity pageant with all the little kids of the church dressed up as angels and sheep and stuff. They're an adult undertaking, like a full-scale production. And you see a lot of the same actors popping up from year to year, so I assume they're high-ranking church officials or prominent volunteers. The plays feature musical numbers, usually parodies or just straight-up covers of pop songs. And obviously, best of all, they all feature a popular children's character
Dying on the cross.
for our sins. But don't worry, they'll come back. I've
It's
never
so
been to
funny.
this church, and I don't have any personal experience with this kind of elaborate church play, but I've come to learn that this isn't the only church that does skits like this. However, what sets Church of the Rock apart is that they film their plays. And we're not just talking a home movie for posterity, we're talking a multi-camera, fully edited production with professional sound in stunning HD. At time of recording, the church doesn't seem to have a consistent online archival system for these plays. I imagine because they're afraid of getting sued for their use of these copyrighted songs and characters. But this past Easter, they did live stream a whole bunch of their greatest hits, and I watched them all, and I would love to share them with you today. So, let's begin with 2008 Star Trek.
Look at a working door. The effort of it all.
I have access to, but probably not anywhere near their first production ever. I'm just saying that based off like the complexity that you can already see at work here. It's probably not even the first production that they filmed because the camera work and the editing is already pretty sophisticated.
Dang it, Spock! I'm a doctor, not a worship leader.
Like, it's lower resolution, but they're already using multiple camera angles and cutting to other media on the
Crazy
screens.
shit.
And look at the set they've built, it's crazy. But in many other ways, I would consider this one a basic prototype. The energy really drags, there's a smaller cast, and many more awkward pauses. But there's also a really charming earnestness to it. The performers are hardcore struggling the entire time, trying to get the audience to sing along, get on their feet, cheer, anything.
Anything.
If the entire Starfleet would stand with us. The entire Starfleet would stand with us.
Even in productions this early, we've already got live musical performances, which I guess isn't a far leap for evangelical churches. I think they tend to have like Christian rock every week. For the first song here, they've even written custom lyrics, which I always love.
Lived a certain man in the Bible long ago. He was sent from God to the earth, he did go. People heard him speak
So fun.
of hope and of love. And when he told a story,
Look at this shit.
couldn't get enough. Rah, rah, let us sing to the great almighty King. He took our sins and he paid the cost.
If you see me using a lot of clips from this song, I just want you to be aware that this musical number lasts over 4 minutes. One major difference between this play and its successors is that the actors are forced to physically pass around these 3 or 4 handheld microphones. In every other production, they're upgraded to either headsets or lavalier mics. There's not much of a plot to this play, to be honest. The setup is the Starfleet's captain has been lost inside a nebula, and the only way to free him is to open up the heavens with songs of praise.
According to the sacred book, from the lips of children and infants, you have ordained praise to still an enemy, an avenger.
Praise to still an avenger? That would seem highly improbable.
So the character's mission is to preach or praise or whatever, so each character just takes turns being like, on my home planet, this is how we praise.
If you really want to open the heavens, you get yourself a set of bagpipes.
And then they all do musical numbers, like one after the other. The cast of characters is mostly comprised of racial stereotypes, so we get an Easter cabaret of racially charged songs.
Anyone else?
Sir, this is how we do it from where I come from.
Oh god.
And the exceptions to the rule seem to just be unaltered gospel songs. So for the most part, it's kind of just a normal evangelical church service, but with an elaborate sci-fi set. I had thought at the beginning when they said the captain had been trapped in a nebula that was the crucifixion and it had like already happened. But it turned out it wasn't, because at the end of the play, Khan shoots the captain.
Finally, I wash my hands of you.
I know. I know. Snap. Soon she will be beshirted. Soon,
So
my
that
child.
was meant to be the crucifixion. Then the captain is resurrected and the play ends.
Captain, even for you, coming back from the dead would seem highly improbable.
He said it. He
We're
said the
gonna go through
line.
this chronologically, so next is 2009, Pirates of the Galilean. The play is
Oh my
about
God.
20 minutes long and tells the tale of Captain Jack Savior. The actor
Savior.
playing him is doing the physical character mannerisms, and he's trying to do the voice, but in my opinion, instead of like a 100% accurate Captain Jack Sparrow impression, it comes off more like a 50% accurate Robin Williams impression.
Surely I say to you, there is no one who has left house, or wife, or brothers, or children, for the sake of the kingdom of God, who shall not receive many times more in this present time, or in the age to come, eternal life.
The star of this
Yeah,
production
does
is
not
definitely this
quite have the voice
insane
down.
pirate ship prop. It's huge. The entire thing's on a turntable. It even has functioning cannons. The
Oh my
songs in this one are
God.
weak. The first one is this horrible army-inspired dance beat with lyrics about marching. I can tell this is an adaptation where they've just put Captain Jack's name into an existing pop song, but it must have only been popular in Canada because I don't recognize it at all, nor do I want to. The
Nor
plot
do
of
I
this
want
play
to.
is also very rough. Captain Jack Savior is a pirate, but also the son of God, so him getting pirates to join his crew is a metaphor for getting them to live a godly life. There's a pirate named Will, but he's not like the Will from the movie, and there's a female pirate named Mary, who I guess is meant to be like Elizabeth, but she doesn't act like Elizabeth does in any of the movies.
There is an emptiness in my soul that I have not been able to fill, and trust me, I've tried everything.
She and Will sing a song called Lonesome Mary. I think it's just a direct cover of the original song, which I also was not familiar with.
I guess I must be the most contrary, hard to get along with her when you
The play gets exciting for me when Davy Jones shows up. And the reason that that's exciting
Look
to
at
me is
him!
because I think the mask is really funny. All of his dialogue is pre-recorded, so he just waggles his Halloween mask around when he's supposed to be talking. I really like this part where Jack accidentally steps on Davy Jones' line, and then the camera cuts to Davy Jones' accusatory rubber face.
Accusatory
So what
rubber
now,
face.
Jack Savior? Are we to be two immortals locked in an epic battle until Judgment Day? And
Do you
trumpets sound?
Do you honestly think?
Captain Jack tells Will, he who lives by
Face.
the sword dies by the sword. More on that later.
Put it away,
More on
Will.
that later.
Don't you know that he who lives by the sword dies by the sword?
Captain Barbossa shows up. None of this is like the movie. They haven't even established the Barbossa character, but I think they just wrote him in because he's played by the pastor, so it's a little cameo. But anyway, it's Barbossa who gives the command to crucify Jack Sparrow.
String him up! String him up! String him
Just doing the most. Oops, only through one layer. Gotta go through both layers or it's not sewing. It's just poking holes. Doop, doop.
It is finished.
Enough.
Everyone knows when pirates sailed the seas, their favorite method of execution was to hang a rotting corpse from the center of their common area, where they all have to look at it and smell it and just be around it as much as possible. The resurrection is really fast. In the very next scene, Jack Sparrow swings out on a rope like, I'm alive! And then the pirates all sing my favorite song from this play, What Will We Do with a Risen Savior?
What will we do with the risen Savior? What will we do with the risen Savior? What will we do with the risen Savior early in the morning?
And one lady comes out and starts doing a little Irish jig.
Hell
It's
yeah.
actually required by law that every evangelical church have at least one person who takes Irish step dancing classes.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the drama and caught the parallels to the Easter story.
Yeah, man, don't worry. I got it.
I got it.
So the play is over, the pastor comes out, and at the conclusion of the play, he just gives like a normal sermon.
Pirates, of course, they don't have the best reputation these days, do they, with what's happening off the coast of Somalia? But you know what? We know this is all in fun, isn't it? Sure it is.
In my opinion, the plays should definitely be the grand finale to the Easter service before the kids all go out to hunt eggs. The greatest sermon in the world isn't going to top this, especially since the sermon always lasts like a leisurely 40 minutes. But no, they always end with the proper sermon. I do think Jack Sparrow is a very questionable stand-in for Jesus, although I acknowledge that in the sequel films he does die and get brought back. Man, what if the Bible had a whole chapter where 50 Jesuses were running around, mugging and doing slapstick at us? Those movies got dumb. Anyway, let's move on to 2010,
Wild shit.
Robin of the Hood. If the title makes you nervous, that's a good impulse. This entry to our list is 28 minutes long and it feels like an eternity. I can honestly say in regards to this one that I'm not even exactly sure what they were trying to do. To me, the title and the set that they've built say that they're going for some kind of racially loaded urban flavor. But the soundtrack is entirely Michael Jackson, a singer whom I don't really associate with the Hood in terms of his image or his career, and the narrator is doing like a bad Brooklyn accent.
So this is the story of Robin, Robin of the Hood. The evil Prince John, he had usurped the power.
Speaking really slow in that accent.
He had vowed to fight him and steal back the souls of their lost.
It's a very long opening narration. And then this guy
Time
stomps
to
out,
diet.
and it's even worse news because he's a bad impression of Ace Ventura.
Alrighty then.
Oh boy.
Let's see if we can corral some souls and get them wet.
Have you ever wanted to watch a youth pastor attempt an impression of a character that was already annoying when Jim Carrey did it? Because if not, you might want to skip this installment in your grand Easter play marathon. I think he's meant to be Prince
That's
John.
enough
Because
string.
remember, this is also a Robin
Goodbye.
Hood story. You probably forgot because there's a lot going on. He's also a priest though, but he's like an evil priest. He baptizes people in a violent way. All of the other plays stay generally well constrained to one film or genre, but this one is like the epic movie of church plays. Our Christ figure is Robin Hood, who in this case is also Michael Jackson. The Sheriff of Nottingham is called the Sheriff of Naughty Man.
If it isn't the Sheriff of Naughty Man. User. Who is a her?
And his joke is just that he's in an inflatable fat suit. I don't think that's a pop culture reference, but I obviously need to brush up on my pop culture that was extremely dated in 2010 when this was made. Wait, actually I just realized while editing that it plays the instrumental for Bad when he walks out on stage, so I think the fat suit means his character is a reference to the music video of Fat, the Weird Al parody of Bad.
Oh boy.
Oh my god. This is the worst of the bunch in so many ways. We get like half live cover performances and then the rest of the time they just play entire
More.
unaltered Michael Jackson
Red.
tracks as ambient music for scene transitions and occasionally do dance breaks to them. Robin Hood gets crucified on a fire escape.
What do you guys say we do with him?
Crucify! Crucify!
Then get him, boys. He's all yours.
The fucking quiet grunting and noises is so bizarre.
And this next part is the play's only contribution to the Easter play canon. This is our first appearance of what my friends and I would come to call the post-crucifixion lament. It's about to become a staple in all these plays, and it's usually my favorite part. It's always hard to guess what they're gonna do for it. It's a total wild card. In this case, we get I'll Be There.
She's trying her best. Where did my noodle go?
For
There it
3
is.
days, Robin lay in the bottom of the dumpster, his soul descending to the lower parts of darkness.
After the crucifixion, Robin Hood is resurrected, making him a zombie. So they turn on a black light and all the dancers come out in shrouds with blacklight skeletons painted on them, and they dance to Thriller. It's the joyous kind of zombies. Bonus points for the pyrotechnics when
Hell
Chase
yeah!
goes out of the dumpster. Overall, though, I gotta say this is the worst play by far, and I think everybody kind of knows it. I already said the church did like a retrospective live stream of all the best plays, and this one did not make the cut. I had to get it from somewhere else. 2011 brings us The Princess Bride of Christ. This one runs for 30 minutes, and I was immediately curious how they would even attempt to tell an abridged version of The Princess Bride in that amount of time. The film is wonderful, but it really crams a lot in, and it's hard to omit anything without disrupting the story. And has like 75 iconic characters. Right out the gate, I'm giving them props for their strangely accurate Wesley casting. Actually,
Looks
the
great.
whole cast in this one looks great. I wonder if that's why they picked The Princess Bride, even though it wasn't topical in 2011. Like, do you think the preacher was looking out at the congregation and he was like, wait a second, why do we have like a weird knockoff of every character in The Princess Bride? The first scene kicks off with the rowboat chase, and then Wesley, who is Jesus, starts walking on water. And then Vizzini starts walking on water too and sings Walking on Sunshine.
Just can't wait till you're right here that you're coming round. Walking on sunshine.
Then when the song ends, Wesley is like, come on, we have to rescue Buttercup
Oh,
from the prince.
God.
At the beginning of this scene, Buttercup had been in the boat, but now she's with the prince. And then they all run off together, and it's already time for Buttercup's wedding to the evil prince. This play is really banking on the idea that you've seen the original film, which honestly is maybe not a very good assumption to make if you have a lot of small kids in the congregation. Like, you know, show them the movie, I'm sure they'll like it, but this would be a weird introduction. The Pope, who's played by the youth counselor, starts rapping this one song.
What's wrong with the world, mama? People living like ain't got no mamas. I think the whole world's addicted to the drama.
Wesley shows up to save Buttercup and sings
So
I Want
goofy.
You to Want Me. None of the songs have had any significant lyrical changes. This one is just a straight up jukebox musical, which is honestly very disappointing to me. But this production is notable for these 3 background dancers who shuffle on stage and start doing extremely literal dancing every time a song kicks in.
Let's go.
Brown shoes, put on a brand new shirt, get home early from work to hear you say that you love me.
Wesley tells
So
the prince,
good.
he who lives by the sword dies by the sword.
Where's your sword?
He who lives by the sword will die by the sword.
That's why I pointed it out earlier. It's like a running joke. It's in almost all of these plays. It's not really funny on its own, but it always gets a big laugh, so I assume it's just an inside joke at this point because they always include it. I knew as soon as I saw The Princess Bride on the list that the crucifixion would be the torture rack scene and the resurrection would be the mostly dead scene with the miracle worker, and I was right.
Yeah!
But I don't fully understand why they moved it after the wedding. Wasn't it before the wedding in the film? I guess they wanted the resurrection to be like the very last thing that happened and then not have a bunch of play after it, you know, lest they undermine the Easter tale.
So you're this man I keep hearing so much about. Where were you when we ran out of wine at the wedding?
I should mention that while Wesley is dying on the cross,
So funny.
he and Buttercup give us a confusing rendition of Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, it's so wild.
Wesley comes back to life, and Inigo Montoya sings I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas.
Tonight, let's live it up. I got my faith. Let's spend it up.
The fire.
Like, oh my God, jump off that table. Let's kick it up.
That song was a hit in 2009, so it was kind of relevant when they made this in 2011, so, you know, that's an improvement. Time now to journey to 2012 for The Dark Knight. To bring the DC universe to the stage, the runtime has now been stretched 35 minutes. This production is like a bizarre mashup of the Adam West show and the Nolan-verse Batman movies.
Look at the Riddler.
Everybody looks like the TV show. Robin is here, there's a corny narrator, but Batman is doing the Christian Bale voice because that's all anyone knows how to do when they're doing a Batman impression.
Stop right there, Joker.
They've gone all out on the set design for this one with a functioning Batmobile
Look at
that
it!
mounts the stage on a little ramp. This charming little cardboard car.
Yeah.
I love it. And you can see when they made the backdrop, they chose to make one of the 3 buildings the theater where Batman's parents were killed, which feels a bit mean. For our first song, Robin lies down and goes to sleep while Batman is parking the Batmobile.
Sorry I was so long, old chum. I was trying to find a parking meter with time still on it. You see, I'm Mennonite on my mother's side.
And has a very long nightmare wherein he sings The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Devil went down to Gotham, he was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind and he was willing to make a deal.
He changes a couple words to Gotham and Robin, but on the whole, I don't really know why this song was selected. And also,
The devil's
it's
in it.
4 minutes long. I guess if we're being honest, they don't try very hard to fit any of these songs into the story.
I may be nothing more than an alley cat, but I feel like a woman. Let's go, girls.
Batman solves a riddle from the
God.
Riddler, which tells him he's going to die and be resurrected.
I will suffer at the hands of the Joker. Will die, but in 3 days I will rise again.
And then we get this play's crucifixion.
Take him over there! String him up!
This one is pretty iconic because they actually crucify him on the bat. So
Hell yeah.
Incredible.
Holy lost causes, Catwoman.
Holy lost
There's
causes.
no hope now.
And our post-crucifixion lament is a song of hope this time.
What does this have to do with the play? We don't know.
Could this be it for the Cape Crusader? Has he had his bat cooked for the last time?
I love the corny narration over the grim image of Batman hanging on a cross.
Stay tuned. Same bat time.
Same bat channel.
God is Superman, he shows up and resurrects Batman, and the baddies are defeated, and everyone sings and dances joyfully. 2013 gives us Tombstone.
Superman and Batman
I can't
together
even begin to
forever.
guess why they did a Tombstone adaptation in 2013. I tried to Google like what big budget movies did come out that year, and all I can guess is that maybe they thought The Lone Ranger was going to be a bigger hit than it was. I think in this case it was probably less a question of like what movies are popular right now, and more like what genre haven't we done yet.
Turn
And then
the
they just settled on a
sleeves the
cowboy
other
play and
way.
called it Tombstone, even though like nothing that
Maybe.
happens in this has that much to do with the movie. Our
Maybe.
hero this time is Sundance, and his sidekick is named Butch Chastity, which I love.
Say, Sundance, where's your sidekick, Butch Chastity?
We also have this character, El Loco Bandito.
Oh boy.
Are you talking to me, gringo?
He's intent on taking over the town, and it falls to Sundance to stop him.
Yay. A sleeve. It may be too long.
I guess I don't know that guy's nationality just by looking at him. So maybe in his case, it is okay for him to be doing this. But we can only guess.
Oh God!
Welcome to Coffin Shop. You problem, we print them.
How much?
Yay, it's working well.
$55.
Okay, I think I can pretty confidently say that one's not okay.
You don't get but $54.
Yay!
Now price gone up maybe $40.
Oh my god, it gets worse the longer he's here. And think, this character could have been any Undertaker who looked like anything. I don't recall any character like this in the film Tombstone, so they must have just had a guy at this church who could do this
Welcome,
accent
how you doing this morning?
and thought it would be a real knee slapper to integrate it into the play.
That's $1 whole. You go to the dollar store, you buy something else.
Wait a second, is that the pastor? I'm not that good with faces, but that looks so much like the pastor in racist makeup.
And racist makeup.
Please
Man,
someone
come
set me straight on
on.
this. I don't want to make any undue allegations, but
Jesus,
but it's in front
so
of my
bad.
eyes. Okay, I'm gonna find some random part of him preaching and put it side by side with these clips, so you can
This
help me identify this.
is the church play cinematic universe. There's a church in Canada that puts on cinematic plays every Easter, and they're all inexplicably about Easter, and it's fucking hilarious and wonderful. She made a video covering them all. This is Jenny Nicholson, in case you don't know who this lady is. Isn't her dress adorable, and her little hat, and her spider has a hat too, and an umbrella. And also, peep the Barbies from Princess and the Pauper. I love that one. I used to watch that one. Hello!
Mystery Chinese man.
Every year we get subjected to a certain amount of criticism, and for some reason I don't seem to be smart enough to anticipate that.
3 o'clock!
I don't know, what are they going to criticize
No more.
about this?
I saw you $30 today.
Doing good.
You come back, I close down.
Give me your opinions in the comments below. So now,
What could
back
there be
the
to
play.
criticize?
It's time for a showdown between Sundance and Bandito's men.
Are you ready, Sundance? Annie? Butch? All right, fellas. Let's go!
Let's go!
A bar fight set to Ballroom Blitz.
Hell
This
yeah!
woman is bringing down the house. I don't think I've seen her in any of the other plays, and that's a real shame, because that was great. The actors reveal the set is climbable, which is pretty exciting, and they do a little stunt. And then it's time for the crucifixion, which here is just him getting killed in a shootout and put in a coffin with a cross on it. Kind of weak. And then we get our post-crucifixion lament.
Will anything reach the peak of Batman in the crucifixion pose on the bat signal? Nah! Why you naughty now?
But it's okay. Sundance is resurrected, and the characters all sing Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style. For some reason. It was popular at the time, is probably the reason.
With original lyrics. Hey. Oh, who's that dancing in the back? Oh, and that's a wrap on Tombstone. I must say,
So goofy.
not one of my favorites for a variety of reasons. Fortunately, the next production tackles one of my favorite topics, 2014 Rock Star Wars. This is a 36-minute production, so we can see a continued
They're
trend
getting
of higher effort
longer.
and longer run times with each passing year. We're off to a strong start. Luke comes in with an electric guitar
Hell yeah!
and starts singing Spaceship Superstar, a song I am not familiar with. But it's a real song, and the lyrics appear to be unchanged. I think it's just a tone setter, because he just comes out and does the song and then he leaves. The set is pretty simple. Like, it's cool looking, but it's just that static-themed backdrop. The real effort obviously went into the props and costumes. They roll out this big cardboard sand crawler, and look at R2-D2.
Yeah!
He's not too shabby himself.
You are the Luke, the son of the Jedi Master.
Very good, C-3PO, for flesh and blood has not revealed this to you.
Of course not, Master Luke. I have neither flesh nor blood.
If I could direct a Star Wars movie, I'd have all the droids looking like this. Just all the astromechs look handmade, and all the humanoid ones are people in slouchy jumpsuits.
Slouchy
Yoda is also a
jumpsuits.
big highlight for me. Look at this guy.
Look at him!
Two puppeteers moving his hands and his feet independently, and looks like such a scary little monster, like he's melting. I love it. Oh, I also want to leave in this one Luke line because it got a big laugh, and I don't understand it at all.
I'm going to be traveling to the Altona sector, and I'm going
Or
to need
just
a
a
translation
place.
droid. Do you speak Low German?
Of course I can, sir. It's like a second language to me.
I don't know.
It's so funny because this reminds me of, we have here in Salt Lake, there's a place called the Desert Star where they do a bunch of parody plays of, I don't know, whatever popular property. What have I seen in the past? They did a Mamma Mia one. They've done like parodies of all the big films. But they just come out with a new one like every couple months, and it will always have local humor of like naming places that are in Utah, making fun of Mormons because that's half their audience. It's good times. It's good times. My friend worked there for a second as like a waiter, but then he moved. Where? There's a knot. God damn it!
Is the evangelical humor?
How could you do
is it
this to me?
Canadian humor? More information requested from those in the know. This play actually had a lot more religious dialogue than its predecessors, which honestly I'm
Neat.
digging. Like, what else am I watching Easter church plays for? Like, I don't think it's as much of a novelty to just have a bunch of people on stage reciting key lines from the actual films and then crucifying someone at the end. Don't get me wrong, that definitely has its own charm, but I think clumsily integrating phrases from the Bible is way funnier.
I shall demonstrate the power of the Death Star and destroy Altona.
No! Altona is a peaceful planet. They have no weapons. They are pacifists. They were conscientious objectors during the Clone Wars.
Just a little biblical Star Wars humor for the congregation. As far as the secular humor, they've done this thing where they've marginally changed all the character names to similar sounding words.
I've been sent on a very special mission by only one cannoli.
Only one cannoli? Nobody can eat only one cannoli.
Ha!
Delicious.
Luke
Fix that up.
Moonwalker. Only one cannoli. Darth Vader. Like, what's the point? It's like that Twitter humor of, like, instead of Benedict Cumberbatch, you're like, Bandersnatch Crumple Crumpet. It's like, that's not funny. Let's leave that behind. Like, all the way back in 2018. We'll just agree that we're done with that. It's over. It's like saying doggo. We as a society, we don't need that anymore. The most painful joke by far comes at us from the youth pastor who's playing Han Solo. He inexplicably does that look at your man, now look at me joke from those Old Spice ads. Is it Old Spice? It might be Axe body spray.
It's
I don't
Old
know.
Spice.
Look at your man. Now back to me. Now back at your man. Now back to me. Look down. Back up. Where are you? You're on a boat.
You probably remember them. I'll show a clip. It's those commercials where the joke is that they're random and there are a lot of like quick cuts and scene changes. In this one, it's a play, so obviously there are no scene changes, but he still inexplicably recites the entire thing.
Well, Leia, look at him. Now back to me. Now back at him. Now back to me. Sadly, he isn't me. But if he stopped using lady-scented body wash and switched to Wookiee juice, he could smell like he's me.
That's the joke.
That was such a
Just
thing.
a man standing there, like, staring at us
Commercial.
with this dead expression for way too long, reciting an entire
wild.
old commercial.
Look down. Back up. Where are you? You're on a spaceship with the man your man could smell like. What's in your hand? Back at me. I have it. It's a moon rock with 2 tickets to that thing you love. Look again. The tickets are now asteroids. Anything is possible when your man smells like me. I'm on a spaceship.
And the crowd goes wild. Musically, I would say this production is one of the most egregious cases of just shoehorning in songs that don't really make any sense and not even bothering to change the lyrics, which would have at least been funny. Leia sings that song I hate called Happy to tell Darth Vader that his torture methods won't harsh her vibe. It's not relevant that I hate the song. I just do, so I mentioned it. Han Solo sings a painful cover of The Joker.
Disaster, I got my blaster. I'm a poor youth pastor. I get my loving on the run.
Leia says she doesn't understand what Chewbacca's saying, and then they sing a parody of What Does the Fox Say? Which was a year-old meme at the time of this production.
What does the fox say?
It's not funny in the way that it's trying to be funny, but I do personally think it's funny the way Han is like completely blowing out his mic in all of the shouting parts.
What the wook say?
The crucifixion in this one is confusing. Like, as soon as I knew it was this topic, I'm obviously trying to think what all the crucifixions are going to be. And this one I was like, okay, Han will probably be Jesus, and then the crucifixion will be Carbonite, even though Han doesn't make as much sense as a Christ figure. But no, it is Luke. Luke is Jesus.
Get thee behind me, Vader. I will never join you.
I am your father.
No, you are a liar and the father of all lies.
But then they do also do Carbonite. So it's just Luke that gets frozen in Carbonite.
Don't worry, Leia. I have a plan.
What? The way he falls and like takes a false second.
And for this play, the post-crucifixion lament is Space Oddity.
Ground control to Master Luke. 7, 6. Commencing countdown, engines on.
And then right after they're done lamenting, Luke just busts out of the Carbonite like the Kool-Aid Man, and he's back to life.
Let's go.
They'll sing a cover of Counting Stars to celebrate. But fortunately, this song has some very inspired lyric changes.
No, I got cuts on now. Back. I just ignore it. I'm going to just ignore it.
And of course, we get a
Probably will
painful
get to
rap
later.
breakdown from the pastor.
Ah! Screaming, crying, throwing up.
I just assume that clumsy rapping is a prerequisite skill for any youth pastor. It's kind of cool that this production predates the Star Wars sequel trilogy. The pastor actually mentions it in his sermon that he's excited for it.
And then they immediately announced that they're doing 3 more movies, episode 7, 8,
shorter,
and 9.
whatever.
You know what that means? That means that our children and our grandchildren
too long.
will be watching Star Wars just like we did.
I wonder what his sequel trilogy hot takes ended up being. Can he do a sermon that's just that? I want to know. Next up is 2015's Back from the Future. I'm going to have real trouble explaining the plot from this one. I was pretty excited about it because as far as the Christ narrative goes, it's probably the most unlikely candidate. I predicted incorrectly that the crucifixion scene was going to be the scene with Doc where he gets gunned down and then they reveal that he's okay because he had a bulletproof vest. So that's kind of like a resurrection in a way. But no, I was wrong. This play doesn't even make a lot of internal sense. It's 40 minutes long, and all of our productions from here on out are going to stay around this runtime, which is pretty respectable. Honestly, I'm hoping that after enough years pass, we'll just start getting like full Broadway quality 3-hour productions from these guys. In this iteration of the story, our characters live in Hell Valley instead of Hill Valley. Marty's mom mentions that when Biff took over the town, everything became evil and unsafe. So I think the name is just meant to reflect that this is a corrupt town, which must be redeemed by Christ. But then also they say they have vampires and zombies running around eating people.
Last week, little Aubrey Cron missed the bus, and he was eaten by a zombie.
And there's a sight gag
There's
where they
zombies.
have a taco hell. So I don't know, is this like, are they supposed to be in hell? I don't get it at all. But anyway, what makes Marty a Christ figure is he will use time travel to redeem the world.
Business is booming in all my casinos, Club Regent, McPhillips. At every corner I've got a tavern or a bar.
And talking Prime Minister Justin Trudeau into legalizing pot.
I love everyone's punk outfits. I love when theater kids have to try to dress as their idea of hardcore. In this case, it came out oddly steampunk. Doc comes in doing a wholehearted effort at an impression.
Welcome to my latest experiment. This is the big one. The one I've been waiting for all my life.
And then we get to see the DeLorean.
Hell
which
yeah,
is
DeLorean.
Insane. Look at this thing. You can see they've built it around a mobility device, and it looks so good. It drives, the doors function like they're supposed to.
Gotta get going.
Let's fucking go. Yeah, baby!
Everyone in the audience gasps whenever it does anything, and I'm like, yeah, me too. The whole time travel effect is extremely cool. I think this is the first year they've had this big LED wall at the back of the stage. It's at least the first year they've utilized it as part of the set. So they use the backdrop to show the little flames on the ground
cool.
and have done a pretty good job at tracking them to the motion of the car. Initially, Doc and Marty accidentally go to Star Trek, which doesn't make sense and obviously is just an opportunity to reuse costumes from the Star Trek production. It also gives us our cameo from the pastor. When they get to the past, there's an overly long comedy scene in which they just steal an entire exchange from Guardians of the Galaxy for some reason.
Why would I run my finger across your throat?
It's just a metaphor.
Don't you call me a metaphor. I think it went over his head. Listen, old man, nothing goes over my head.
So
my reflexes
crazy.
are too fast.
We also learned that Marty's
So
mom is
crazy.
named Mary, and she has a crush on him. So, strange to retain that for the church play.
I've never seen anyone stand up to Biff like that before. I wonder if he has a girlfriend.
Oh boy.
I had thought that they changed Marty's name to Jesse in this play because it sounds a little closer to Jesus, but in hindsight, they actually just changed it so they could have his mom sing Jesse's Girl about how she wants to date him.
I was Jesse's girl. I wanna be Jesse's girl.
Also notable that in this adaptation of the story, the mom incest subplot is never actually resolved. Anyway, let's look at our music selection. Biff sings Highway to Hell and kind of crushes it.
No stop sign, speed limit. Ain't nothing gonna slow me down.
Marty and Doc sing Back in Time from the movie, so not a very inspired choice. Though Marty busts out a saxophone
Hell
and does
yeah.
some live riffs, which is pretty cool.
Go, Marty, go!
Marty also sings The Power of Love. Again, not so inspired. Biff and Marty do a dance-off wherein the guy playing Biff just does the entire dance from Napoleon Dynamite. I'll never understand people who think it's a parody if you just put jokes from one thing into another thing. Like, do they think the fact different characters are doing it makes it parody? No! It's just the same joke. And clearly they're unashamed to languish in entire jokes, spanning multiple minutes. I feel like by this point in the story, Doc and Marty haven't actually done anything in the past, but suddenly Doc is like, it's time to go home, because that's just the point in the play that we're at. And then we get the famous clock tower scene. And I don't know if I can even explain it, but this is my favorite part. Like, the first time I watched this, I cried.
I cried.
All right, time circuit's on. Let's go, Jesse.
We're ready. We're ready, Doc.
Look at him go, look at him go. Look at him go, let him get him hit his mark. Yeah! He's dead! It's so weird. Oh my god. Oh my god, so contrived.
This is my favorite crucifixion in any of the plays, because you truly don't think they're going to do it. At least not literally, because like nothing in the story has really led up to it.
It's so
and then
crazy.
They spring it on you. Like for a minute I forgot and I felt like I was watching a normal non-Christian play, and then suddenly a twist crucifixion. I wish all
Twist
movies would
crucifixion!
spring this kind of thing on you. Like,
You could never.
90 secular minutes, suddenly a character strikes a crucifixion pose and dramatic score plays while a spotlight lights him up. After this, we get a similarly amazing post-crucifixion lament with Doc Brown singing Imagine Dragons' Radioactive.
Which is just such a sad song. Do it.
Then in the very next scene, Marty reveals he's alive and well. He's wearing an angelic white version of his Marty outfit, and they all sing a version of Uptown Funk called Uptown Faith, with a ton of lyric changes, which you know I love.
This man was ice cold, placed in the tomb to save his soul. This song for them hood girls, the whole world, straight masterpieces. Teaching about sin, forgiving the lost in the city.
Boy.
Got nailed on across the town, but now he's back.
When was he nailed on a cross?
Honestly,
When did that happen? I didn't see
this
it.
one, I loved this one. 2016 brings us Raider of the Lost Ark.
Oh,
In this play,
yeah.
the Jones family are archaeologists and adventurers, but when they find the idols, they destroy them, because idolatry is not good.
I've come from traveling the face of the earth, tearing down the idols,
that man has foolishly erected to his gods.
We follow Indy on an adventure to find the Ark of the Covenant. This one is probably our most culturally insensitive Easter play to date.
Oh
which
boy.
is quite a distinction.
No.
No.
Marketplace scene with all this Middle Eastern garb, the violent natives, these backup dancers doing every kind of stereotypically ethnic dance move they can think of. In the original film, the bad guys are Nazis, so here we've got a lot of singing, dancing Nazis. I mean, they're not like the heroes, they're depicted as comedy buffoons, but still, a lot for a church play.
And assure the Fuhrer, I have my very best men working on it as we speak. Isn't that right, Sergeant Schultz?
I know nothing.
I find this inclusion especially strange considering
So
that the villains
crazy.
in this story could have just been rival explorers or something. This isn't like a real movie where changing any aspect of the plot can have cascading consequences. These are the thinnest plots imaginable. You could change or remove any
is
scene
imaginable.
without consequence. So every scene that does appear, they must have really loved it to put it forward. The set design for this one is mostly unremarkable, but there are a few highlights. They use this turntable for a secret door in the tomb, which makes me wonder, like, we saw a turntable in the Pirates production. I guess I thought they like rented an industrial sized turntable somehow, but now I'm like, that's just part of the church, isn't it? And in which case, what do they do with it the rest of the year? I wonder if, like, before every service the pastor like goes like this and faces away from the congregation, and then they like play the final countdown and they slowly rotate him, and like stage fog is rolling in. If they don't do that, they should. I also like in this scene how they've thrown like a dozen rubber snakes all over the floor.
Snakes. I hate snakes.
And there's this iconic moment in the bazaar where there's a single table of wares, and Indy very
single
gingerly
table of
tips it
wares?
over.
This place used to be honorable, but you've turned it into a den of thieves.
Ah!
For musical numbers, we've got Indy and Sala singing Eye of the Tiger, which we're told is the name of an artifact in his research.
He's watching us all with the eye of the tiger.
It's the goofiest in the world. I love it.
The Nazi general inexplicably sings
Look at the
Numa
Velcro we
Numa.
have.
The Numa Numa video went viral in 2006, making it a
little piece.
decade-old reference at the time of this production.
But we need it to be even nicer. It's a doll scale.
Maybe they were celebrating its anniversary. In the temple, they all perform Walk Like an Egyptian.
Long waitresses take their tray, they spin around and they cross the floor. They've got the moves or else they drop your drink, then they bring you more.
And no, they didn't change any of the lyrics about smoking hookah. I was wondering if they would, but they did not. The crucifixion in this one entails whipping Indy with his own whip.
Proceed.
And knock his head off.
And tying him up in a crucifixion pose in the tomb where they leave him to die. So look at that. They incorporated the tomb into the story. That's kind of cool.
Okay.
Our post-crucifixion lament is for some reason the female Nazi. Even though she did this to Indy, she is lamenting what she's done. And she sings Rolling in the Deep by Adele.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch. It's bringing me out the dark.
I don't know anything about this woman, but my headcanon is that she's like the church choir director because she gets a ton of prominent roles in these, and she specifically gets to sing a lot of the post-crucifixion laments. So watch for her moving forward. For the record, she's my favorite performer. It's not a competition, I just thought I'd let you know.
We could have had it all.
Hell yeah.
Rolling in the deep.
Next scene,
Excuse me
Indy's out
here.
of the tomb and everyone starts singing the party rock anthem with original lyrics. Incredible. Wait, who's that coming forward for the rap breakdown? Oh no.
Oh no. Excuse me here.
I like this one very brief shot where he's rapping and we see the audience and they're just like
Kinda see
sitting
her butt.
motionless, giving us zero energy. And it also reveals that these plays have been utilizing the church teleprompter this whole time. Actually, that explains a lot. In 2017, we get The Quest for the Holy Grail. Okay, allow me to deeply upset many people. I have not seen the Monty Python movie this play is based off of. By the time I was born, it had already existed for a while, which means that before I ever had a chance to watch it, I had already been subjected to a lot of people quoting the hilarious parts to me, usually in horrible Cockney accents. So that was a really strong deterrent for me. But fans of the film can take comfort in the fact that I'm watching this Easter play now, which I'll just confidently say is probably roughly the same thing. There, everyone will love that. I was very surprised that this play contains a depiction of God, and he's like a mean comedy god.
Oh, don't grovel. One thing I can't stand is
Just a clip from the film.
Sorry, Lord.
I assume this is all directly lifted from the movie, but I would have just expected a church to consider it a bridge too far.
I love quail. It's like one of my favorite poultries.
It's grail, you knucklehead, not quail.
There's so many bad jokes in this one, but I'm really afraid that I'll be like, that joke was really unfunny, and then I'll get like 1,000 comments that are like, actually, that unfunny joke was in the original film. And like, that won't make me retroactively think the joke was funny, but it will make people mad at me. They sing "We Will Rock You" for no reason. The guy with the comedic French accent sings a song I don't recognize.
Please don't talk about love tonight. Please don't talk about sweet love.
I'm pretty sure this entire scene is just the same scene from the film.
You don't frighten us, English pig dogs. Go boil in your bottom, sons of a silly person. I blow my nose at you, so-called Arthur King.
But you guys need to let me know whether the original Monty Python film contains this extremely dark scene about King Arthur saving an adulterer from being stoned to death.
Oh
and
boy.
then she sings "Holding Out for a Hero."
Hell yeah!
They do that scene where the knight gets all his limbs cut off and goes, "'Tis a mere scratch," but it's elevated to anti-humor by the fact that you see the character come out on stage and he's so visibly a guy in a big, bulky, homemade puppet suit with plush body parts. You're looking at these extremely asymmetrical arms like, whoa, I wonder what scene is about to take place. This is the first of these plays to do a Last Supper scene, and during that scene, they do an excruciating bit where a guy recites the entire ShamWow infomercial.
Hey, watch this. Hi, it's Vince from ShamWow here. You'll be saying wow every time. It's like a chamois. It's like a towel. It's like a sponge. A regular towel doesn't work wet. This works wet or dry.
Why?
It isn't so long. It's like
just
the
quoting
Old Spice bit. It's the
commercials.
same thing. I have a lot of contempt for people whose entire sense of humor is just like reciting scenes from comedy movies, but it's on another level when they're just reciting a vaguely comedic ad. Instead of a post-crucifixion lament, we get a pre-crucifixion lament, and it's that same lady. I told you.
I mean, she's rolling. She rocks it. Why wouldn't you give it a
Mary
reroll?
wash King Arthur's feet with her hair, and they do it by having her pull her wig off. So I thought
That
that
one's
was
good.
cute. An original joke, probably. I'm assuming a lot of the Jesus parts are not in the film. When the crucifixion comes around, we also get a mid-crucifixion lament set to Bohemian Rhapsody. I can't. The theater kid energy in this one is off the charts.
Goodbye, everybody.
I've got to go. Oh, that note.
Crucifixion is confusing to me. I get that they're executing him, but not how he dies. He does a crucifixion pose, and I think the portcullis is supposed to close and function as his tomb, but it keeps raising and lowering like it's a big mouth trying to eat him. I think it was just the prop malfunctioning, but like maybe it was supposed to be eating him. Like, who knows?
It's a portcullis. Thinks he's delicious.
He's alive! Everybody dance now!
Let's go!
Let's move on. 2018 brings us The Avenger. This one is one of my favorites. Now we're getting into the big leagues. Most of the previous productions have felt like self-indulgences on the part of the older members of the church because it's a lot of like nostalgic 80s fare. By 2018, it definitely seems like more millennials have power over the decisions because we get a lot more films that are like current or at least known to modern kids. So here we see a beautiful culmination of everything we've been working toward.
Oh no, it's on
now
her
we
hand.
have a topical concept, we have the longer runtime, we have the higher production value.
Step myself.
The set of this
Hell
one
yeah,
is
guitar.
pretty simple. They've just used the big
know her
LED
hair.
screen to make a city
Hair
backdrop.
go away.
I assume this is a street view of Winnipeg, and it's an in-joke. And they've photoshopped a shawarma truck there. But we've got some wonderful costumes and even better effects. Look at this wire work. And using the LED screen to make
Hell
the
yeah.
little flame jets. Inspired. I do love that he's descending for a really long time while the audience is meant to applaud. And I think they were probably, and there's just no mic picking up the audience sound, but it just comes across on the recording as dead
Hair,
silent
no, hair,
as he
no.
slowly
Get out of
floats
here.
down. Whenever these productions involve any kind of stunt, I can't help but wonder if they've like cleared this with their insurance, hired a stunt safety coordinator, because it kind of seems like they've just stuck a winch up in the rafters and are now hoisting this guy around on a chain.
I need you to reach back there and unhook this new experimental arc reactor.
In the interest of fairness to the other plays, I do have to point out that this one has like some of the worst jokes so far, and they just go on for like a really long time.
It's the first rule of being a superhero. You don't get paid. It's like that Crash Test Dummy song. Superman never made any money for saving the world from Solomon Grundy.
yeah.
Like, the DC heroes
Don't know
are
why
there
that won't
too,
hold tight,
and a
it's rude.
character remarks that they're in the wrong universe.
In that day, many will say, "Did we not perform mighty works in your name?" And I will say, "Depart from me, for I never knew you." For this is the Marvel universe, not DC.
Captain America is Captain Canuck and makes a bunch of Canadian in-jokes.
Like, take off, eh? But it's just with that hockey hair, I thought for sure you were a sidekick. Maybe you should wear a toque or something.
Black Widow has brown hair for some reason. I'm not saying that's intended to be an in-joke. I'm just saying I don't know why she doesn't have a wig. I think it's interesting that Thor is called the Son of Thunder instead of the God of Thunder.
Are you the son of hammers or the son of thunder?
The Son of Thunder is some kind of biblical phrase.
So goofy.
But I think the reason they did it is that they didn't want to have a character called a god in their Easter play. That's my conspiracy theory. But then again, they did have that god joke in the Monty Python one, so I might be wrong. Also, they do mess up once and call him a demigod.
We've got your brother, the demigod.
Which the implications of that in a Christian play are staggering, but I think that was just like an accident. I definitely would have predicted that Captain America would be our Christ figure because he's like very virtuous and he dies. He
Okay.
sacrifices himself and then he gets resurrected. But no, they just
Velcro
picked
part
Iron
one.
Man because that's the main character. And yes, the actor is doing a Robert Downey Jr. impression.
Seriously?
You have no idea who you're dealing with.
Shakespeare in the Park?
Story-wise, this one's really weak, which is a shame because the premise of an Avengers church play is so funny to me.
I got bills, I gotta pay, so I'm gonna work every day.
But really, the first half is lame meta jokes like the DC characters, and the second half is just Loki showing up and being like, okay, time to fight. There's honestly very little effort put into making this an Easter tale at all.
It's the
I love the
goofiest
performance
in
of
the world.
Loki. He sings Call Me Maybe, and yes, we get original lyrics. This play is giving me everything I want.
The scepter I'm holding will destroy the earth, you know.
We'll destroy the earth, you're knowing.
Then I'm gonna call my army. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But I'm from Asgard. My name is Loki, and all the humans don't obey me. But I am a god, so kneel before me.
That lady I'm calling the choir director is playing Pepper Potts and has multiple songs, way more screen time than the actual Pepper got in any movie.
Faults? Well, that would be a little more difficult to quantify. Let me try this. Hold on.
I don't mind though, because she's
Don't
the
really
best.
want
I do
anything.
take issue with some of the other casting. It's especially noticeable in this play because they'll do whole dialogue scenes that are directly lifted from the films, but obviously with much worse delivery.
Loki is beyond reason, but he is still of Asgard, and he is my brother.
He's killed millions of people.
He's adopted.
I think this play would have been a great
Oof.
opportunity to find out that this is Chris Pratt's church. Like, the whole cast is in Halloween costumes, and then Star-Lord comes out. He's played by Chris Pratt, but he's also in a cheap Halloween costume. The Avengers fight Loki and Ultron, but Iron Man is caught and crucified.
Seize him! String him up. You know, Iron Man, I may have missed the point, but I'm sure you'll get the hang of it.
Okay, I know I said Back to the Future was my favorite, but actually this one might be my favorite crucifixion. After all, this is a musical crucifixion.
It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. I feel fine.
Yeah.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. Never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Never gonna keep me down.
The passion, the mashup, the steel girder, the winch yanking Iron Man up into the heavens. Incredible.
I feel fine.
There he goes.
Pepper, of course, gives us our post-crucifixion lament.
I'll reach out my hand to you. I'll have
Something to keep her hair away. Here.
Actually, I guess this one is a mid-crucifixion lament. That man is fully conscious. Makes it a little more awkward, in my opinion. Keen-eared viewers will notice
Stay
that
away,
that song
hair.
is I'll Be There, and that they've already done that one before.
Oh, whatever. Remember the beginning of this video and how shit the quality was and how much it's gone up,
Is this a
huh?
power play? Was she trying to prove that she could out-sing her predecessor? You've got nothing to prove, Pepper. You're already my favorite.
What, is he moving? How is this possible?
I am Iron Man.
That doesn't mean anything! You can't just say that
As
like
soon as
it
she's done
means
singing,
something.
Iron Man is resurrected, and then all the Avengers sing Footloose to celebrate.
Loose. For
A
loose.
masterpiece.
All of the
2019's
feet are
production
loose.
is Joy Story. I was so excited for this one because it's Toy Story. It's Easter Toy Story. Sure. Look at that set. Look at those costumes. Wait, why is Mr. Potato Head wearing a blonde wig? Potato Head doesn't even have hair.
A new toy should be arriving any minute. Oh, God. Why don't we build a wall?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
It's almost a decade of people confidently thinking they can do Trump impressions. I'm sure we've all heard a lot of them. And of the ones I've heard, this one is probably the least recognizable.
Oh, boy.
Sometimes it sounds like he's trying to do a weird Valley
You're in
Girl
Canada,
accent
why do you
instead.
care?
Little Netta Gem is my wife. Who are you calling a sweet potato? She is the love of my life, okay?
I mean, this church is in Canada. What are they even getting out of this? Mrs. Potato Head isn't doing a Melania Trump impression at all. She's just a normal Mrs. Potato Head. Another weird element to this thing. On the whole, the Potato Heads are way too prominent throughout this story, way more than they ever were in the movies. Potato Head totally drops the Trump voice and adopts a country western accent to do some song called Bud the Spud, which I've never heard before.
And they all call me Bud the Spud.
Look at his shoes, though. Look at the feet.
I'm Bud the Spud from the bright red run, going down the highway smiling.
Probably some hit song for you freaks in Canada. In my opinion, if he's gonna do this whole song, which he does, he can at least struggle through it with the Trump voice. He owes me that much. Like, we might as well both suffer.
Might as well both suffer.
Joy Story also has my least favorite pastor cameo. I won't say worst. A different one was probably the worst.
No!
But, you know, my least favorite. He plays Ken, and Barbie is way younger than him, and he keeps flexing, so the characters have to remark on how buff he is.
And I do arms on Thursday, so I'm definitely doing biceps on Valentine's Day.
Oh, wow, Ken. They're enormous.
They're huge.
And yes, I concede that he is remarkably buff for a pastor in his 60s, but I hadn't asked for that information. I also just, in general, don't know what he's going for with his performance.
Hi, guys.
We've been down at Bobby's club playing tennis.
It doesn't sound like Ken. It doesn't sound like any earthly creature I've heard before.
Any earthly
Not a
creature.
change. I can't go out dressed like this. That would be ridiculous.
We get the worst cover of Barbie Girl I personally have ever heard, although we're graced with another little faux car. The faux cars always elevate these productions. Also, in case you're wondering, we changed the word bimbo to disco, hanky-panky to holy moly, and took out the lyric about undressing her altogether.
Fix the hair.
And replaced it with a line about driving her car.
You my dog, rock and roll, baby, take me here, take me there, holy moly.
I feel like so far it's probably sounding like I hated this play, and no, it's actually one of my favorites. Like I said at the beginning, I liked the costumes, and I like them so much that like nothing could bring me down. Any wide shot when you see the big Andy's room set they've built, and the full lineup of everybody in these lumpy Halloween costumes, you just can't help but love what you're seeing. This one also has an ambitious plot. That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it ambitious. You'll have to decide for yourself whether that's a good thing or bad. In this story, God is Andy, which it makes sense, but still a lot to contemplate there.
Sure, we're all different, but Andy loves us equally the same.
Andy? I've never seen Andy. Not even once. I'm starting to think that maybe Andy doesn't even exist, and we're all caught up in some grand illusion.
At first they had me thinking this was going to be a very coherent play, because the whole first scene is just like a replica of the first Toy Story film.
To infinity and beyond!
So I thought they'd really be sticking to the book. Initially, the only real difference was that some characters from the sequels were there, and Mr. Potato Head was Donald Trump and had 800 lines of dialogue. But quickly, it becomes a mashup of Toy Stories 1 and 3. Buzz arrives, and Woody hates him.
Traveling at the speed of light, I wanna make a supersonic man out of you.
But we also get this dystopian tidbit from Woody about how every time a new toy shows up, an existing toy gets donated to daycare, which in this play is an allegory for death.
As I said before, every time a new toy comes, an old toy gets donated to daycare. And there are 2 daycares, Sunnyside and Fireside.
Unlike in Toy Story 3, there are 2 distinct daycares. One which is explicitly heaven, and the other which is explicitly hell. So apparently they live in this scary universe where for every birth, an immediate death must follow. Meanwhile, Lotso Huggin' Bear is totally different from his film role. He's like a hippie atheist, trying to spread his poisonous ideology to the other toys.
Nobody owns us. We own ourselves. We're masters of our own fate. We control our own destiny. All this talk you hear that when we leave this room, we will either end up at Sunnyside Daycare or Fireside Daycare. It's all baloney. This room is all there.
I'll go on treasure hunt real quick. I don't remember what fucking box I put them in. I have too many places where all the story sewing supplies are scattered about. I have white ones, but that doesn't match. I need yellow! I need yellow! Where can one find yellow? Buttons in here. Those motherfuckers. Hooah! Whoa. What a fascinating question to ask. I like whamming. If you must know. We're gonna get the little yellow flowers and use those as the fasteners because I think this has like flowers and I think it would be cute. And I don't know where my tiny buttons are anyways. What's the joke?
And the
I'm
love
into
we have for
Eom.
one another is all we really need.
You know, he makes a good point. What more could we ask for?
This play isn't really divided into proper scenes because it's just the same characters standing around in the same setting the whole time. But for what feels like roughly 3.5 scenes, the characters just kind of have a weird existential debate about whether living for the promise of Andy sending you to heaven is enough or whether you should seek pleasure and fulfillment on Earth.
This is all there is. What you see around you. What is important for us is that we just enjoy ourselves every day we have. All this fretting about what happens when you leave Andy's room is an exercise in futility.
As an audience, surely you're asking, how will such philosophical questions be resolved in this 40-minute Easter play? But then, a slip of the tongue.
We had the very same problem on Sector 4. I mean...
Sector 4? Wait a minute.
And Lotso Huggin' Bear reveals that he's actually the evil Emperor Zurg. In the canon of this play, Zurg is Satan, and it is Satan himself who kills Jesus by shooting him with a bazooka.
Ah.
It is finished.
Oh no!
Crucifixion, in my opinion. I really wanted to see one of these toys nailed to a cross. My favorite performer comes out to bless us with another post.
What a sentence out of context. I really wanted to see one of these toys nailed to a cross. Crazy shit.
Crucifixion Lament, Believer by Imagine Dragons.
I'm fired up and tired of the things that they have been. Oh, ooh, the way the things have been. Oh, ooh.
From a character perspective, I don't know why this lament falls to Mrs. Potato Head to lead, but okay, I guess they all join in anyway. I love this one. All these toys singing about their anguish. It's amazing.
Hey, you made me a believer.
In the very next scene, Buzz Lightyear rises again. He comes in on a zip line, and again I have to wonder if there are any safety regulations on these things. Look, he doesn't even have brakes. He has to kick the plywood dresser to stop. They kill Satan Lotso, and all celebrate by singing that song from the Trolls movie. And they kind of change the lyrics.
And if you want it inside your soul, just open up your heart, let Jesus take control.
This one was musically kind of unexciting, but it had plenty of bright spots. Overall, it's definitely in my top 3 Church of the Rock Easter plays. A perfect showcase of the way these productions have evolved over the years. There were no productions in 2020 or 2021 suggesting that the church did not encourage its congregation to gather in person during the height of the pandemic, which, you know, is nice. And that brings us to this year, 2022, The Lion King of Judah. There's so much to love about this one.
Look at the fucking costumes.
The horrifying morph suits, the bad wigs and makeup, the way they've put vests over most of them.
I just worry if I do it any tighter then.
And the star of the show,
won't be able to
Toucan
come off.
Sam Zazu. The hyenas are just straight up unaltered Spirit Halloween werewolf costumes. And they didn't just use the mask, they retained the torn flannel shirt portion of the costume. This play is a standout because we get a lead actor other than the youth pastor or the blonde guy with the extremely strong Canadian accent. Our Simba performer popped up in a few prior plays as supporting roles, but this is her first leading role.
Let's
You can
go!
spot her because she breathes really heavily directly into the mic.
And I am a superhero. Hey, has anyone seen Harry? It's great to see you again, Sarah. Why is it our kingdom?
The delicate way she yells, "Oh no," when she almost falls off Pride Rock kills me.
Oh no! Oh no! Man, they get Pride Rock higher every year.
As in Joy's story, this one has a pretty coherent story and starts out more or less following the plot of the film with multiple scenes of entirely unedited dialogue. The first song is I Just Can't Wait to Be King, and immediately I started worrying that the entire soundtrack would just be all the songs from The Lion King, which to me would be a really boring adaptation. I needn't have worried because Scar very quickly kills Mufasa,
Okay.
and it's weirdly played for comedy with like cartoon sound effects.
Aim for the bushes! Ooh, so close.
Dad? Dad?
And then Scar hits us with this.
Run away and never return to the land of Judah.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Finally,
Let's fucking go.
my time has come. Do you know where you are? You're in the jungle, baby.
Yeah!
I love our Scar actor. He's the clear breakout star of this one.
I shall never be king, and you shall never see the light of another day.
Timon and Pumbaa fulfill much the same role as they do in the movie.
So goofy.
They represent the temptation for Simba to live in selfish hedonism rather than return and serve his people as king. Timon does have a weirdly specific line where he's like
Nice and
listing all of
attached.
his vices, all of the ways that he's lazy and hedonist, and he specifically mentions not having a wife or paying taxes. So I guess those have some kind of moral quality attached to them as well.
We're living the dream here. No taxes, mortgage, no wife or kids. All the bugs, beetles, and worms you could eat.
I could make them
Also,
attachable
I
in the
think this
back
Timon
too.
voice is good, but I don't know if that's a hard voice to do. You know how every man secretly has a Kermit the Frog impression, just like ready to go? Do you also all have a Timon voice, waiting for you to be cast in an Easter play? Together, Timon and Pumbaa
To be
sing
cast
The
in an
Lion
Easter
Sleeps
play.
Tonight, and it's hard to overstate how unprepared either of these actors were to tackle this song.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Near the village, the peaceful village, the lion sleeps tonight.
In my opinion, that's a weird problem to have in one of these plays, because they're choosing not only the cast, but the songs. They didn't have to sing this one. No one was making them. They could have sang any song in the world, or no songs at all. And then, as soon as that song's done, they immediately follow it with Hakuna Matata. They do a much better job with that one, but I'm mostly floored that we're still stuck in a single scene containing 2 full-length musical numbers. And in this adaptation, Hakuna Matata was useless. They sing the whole song, and then at the end, Simba is just like, well, I disagree. I'm gonna go back to Pride Rock.
I just feel like I was born for something more than this, though.
Well, I guess that works too.
So, yes,
I guess
they
that
omitted
works
the
too.
entire iconic scene where Simba talks to the face of Mufasa in the heavens and has a change of heart. I would have thought that scene was particularly apt in a production where Mufasa is canonically God, but okay.
Mufasa? No, it's me, Simba. But if you've seen me, you've seen my father.
Back on Pride Rock, Simba confronts Scar, and I'm at least treated to some biblical Lion King dialogue.
Get thee behind me, Scar. Lions shall not live on me alone, but upon the word of truth and justice.
And then Simba and Scar fight through song.
How do you like his image? How do you like his style? How do you like the way he looks and the way he smiles?
Before you get too caught up in this song about how great Simba is doing, it's important to remember that this is an Easter play. So Simba is destined to be captured and nailed to the cross.
Let's hang this kitty by its paws and see if Mufasa comes to save it.
And of course,
Crazy music cue.
Crucifixion Lament from my favorite. Yes, it's the same woman. I told you she's doing all of these now, and even better, it's another Adele cover.
Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too.
bonus points for Timon and Pumbaa somberly placing Simba in the tomb. And of course, in the very next scene, Simba is risen.
Simba is alive. I hate to tell you this, but there is no way Simba.
Also, Sam the Toucan costume.
I don't believe it! I thought you were dead!
I was dead, but I have risen, and I will live forevermore.
The characters all celebrate, singing and dancing to This Time for Africa by Shakira. I do have a bone to pick with the sermon at the end. I mean, I didn't watch it, but I can see when the pastor comes out for all his sermons that he's wearing a costume from the production. I was really looking forward to an entire 40-minute sermon in which this guy is wearing one of those spandex lion suits and a wig, but he totally copped out this year and just wore normal clothes.
How could you?
Weak. So, those are all the plays
Betrayal.
we got.
Ah.
Unfortunately, I wish there were more. Having seen them all, I think
So
my main
good.
takeaway is that the Easter story actually makes for a pretty bad play, like narratively. At least it is if the Christ figure is the protagonist, which he always is. But every single play, they'd have this dramatic crucifixion, and then right away the Jesus guy would just come back off screen. It felt so anticlimactic. The protagonist's greatest triumph happens unseen. We don't even get to see the character's response to it happening, like, emotionally. But then I
Need more
remember
thread and running
they
out.
can't help it, because it's an
Let's
Easter
take
play.
more.
Like, this is what they've got. So, I don't know, in the future, maybe they should pull from Bible stories that have a more traditional narrative structure. It'll be kind of weird if it's not a well-known story that's associated with a major holiday, and admittedly, even more weird when everybody's dressed like the cast of Finding Nemo. But I think you'll find it delivers a more satisfying theatrical experience. If you can find these online, I do encourage giving them a watch, especially in like a watch party setting. You can make themed snacks, and I discourage you
Themed
from
snacks.
harassing the church, emailing the church a link to my video like you got owned, or narking on the church by emailing the copyright holders of these films or songs. Honestly, I really like sharing obscure, embarrassing things from weird corners of the internet, but I feel like every time I do, somebody comes along and has to ruin it for everybody just because they want attention or something. I, for one, hope to see next year's production, so
Don't
thank you in
fuck
advance
it
for
up.
not doing anything stupid. And for all the rest of you, I would like to make a humble prayer request. Please, no matter your faith, pray that in 2023, the Church of the Rock will do an Easter play based on James Cameron's Avatar. The sequel will have just come out, so it will be extremely relevant. Jake Sully can die on the cross and then be resurrected into his avatar body. They can make a stunning Ekron puppet out of wire and felt, and that'll be like the main set piece. Maybe a mech suit for the evil general guy. And of course, we'll have that one lady playing Neytiri, and she'll sing the post-crucifixion lament, Easy on Me, from Adele's newest album. I've got it
Let's
all
go.
figured out, so pray hard. Don't ruin this for me.
I wonder if that ever happened.
It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end
So
of the
goofy.
world as we know it. I feel fine.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
The goofiest in the world. I love it though. Should we do Spider Quest?
So,
The
I've
explanation
always
for the spider behind her.
liked spiders. My favorite stuffed animal as a kid, Spidey, was a spider, and I got him when I was like 3. When I was a kid, I always said I'd be an entomologist, like in every school project, even though I really dislike most bugs that aren't spiders. I don't know if you have the option of just studying spiders. And I kind of gave up on entomology when I went to the Academy of Sciences Museum, and I saw that the whole entomology wing was like entirely dead spiders on cork boards, which I don't really know if that's representative of the field, but that was the message I got at that age. But anyway, they're still my favorite animal. I like their big hairy bodies and how many legs they have.
So it's
I just
slightly
think
hard
it's
to
funny
attach.
that they have so many legs. I'm going to admit it crossed my mind once or twice, just a fleeting thought, like, I wonder what's the biggest spider I could get. The Ferrari of plush spiders. Enter FAO Schwartz. For those who aren't familiar, FAO Schwartz is a now extinct toy store chain with high-end toys for rich kids. But the presentation of FAO Schwartz was everything. They were basically like little theme parks. Just
So
going to
cool.
them was fun, even if you didn't get anything. They had a theme song and animatronics.
Here's the tree that talks. To touch and feel and more.
This truly magical talking tree brings joy and excitement to everyone who sees it. It was custom manufactured for FAO Schwartz retail stores. This magnificent talking tree is bound to make a grand statement and mesmerize all who see it. The possibilities are endless. With its animated eyes, mouth, and an adorable moving raccoon, it will become the center of attention.
Everyone was different with a different theme. So
Craziness.
the one near me as a kid was the one in San Francisco, and they had like a Jack and the Beanstalk theme with huge giant feet that stomped,
okay.
and like an animatronic goose
Kind of.
and a harp. I looked online for footage of this location, and there's like none. There aren't even any still photos, which is super sad. But there is a little bit to be found of the New York and Las Vegas locations, so I will be showing you that. Part of the way they enticed kids to buy toys was by showing them all in this happy little toy kingdom. The baby dolls came from a real nursery, the plush toys lived in a plush toy jungle, and each brand display had whimsical jumbo versions of popular kids' toys. By the way, somebody is going to correct me that no, FAO Schwartz isn't extinct because it reopened in New York City. But I went to the New York Reincarnation last November and it was bad. Totally didn't capture the spirit of it. Like, it's still an expensive toy store, but it just kind of looks like an expensive toy store. The whimsy is pretty absent from it. Can we talk about the current minimalism trend and how it carries over to toy
Minimalism
stores?
trend
Like,
makes me
Toys R
so
Us is coming
mad!
back, but now it's going to be a
gross.
streamlined warehouse where you order the toys off screens and get them shipped to your house. As if
Christ.
digital catalogs are a good way to market to a demographic that doesn't understand delayed gratification or object permanence. Anyway, FAO Schwartz is kind of famous for their gigantic plush toys, which seem mostly to be used in stores like an aspirational display. I'm sure you can see where this is going. Kids go in and are dazzled by the idea that any child would own a life-size Brontosaurus plush, and then they go and get a normal-size Brontosaurus plush, which still costs like $60 because it's FAO Schwartz, and then they go home. So last year I learned that in 2007, FAO Schwartz released a Harry Potter
So
tie-in
fun.
collection of luxury toys, including oversized
God, the other thing I hate about modern toys is the fucking blind box epidemic. I hate blind boxes so much. They just annoy the hell out of me. If you are making a toy and you make it a blind box, I hate you personally.
plush of some of the film's characters. The lineup consists of a 3-foot Fluffy the Three-Headed Dog, a 12-foot Hungarian Horntail Dragon, a life-size Buckbeak the Hippogriff, a life-size Fox the Phoenix, and hilariously a 3-foot Hedwig the Owl.
Did you see the owl from Harry Potter?
I don't know, something about making Hedwig impractically large, larger than an owl would ever be, was just extremely funny to me. Finally, the collection included Aragog, the giant spider.
Hell yeah!
66 inches from toe to toe. The biggest plush spider that I personally have ever heard of. I searched the footage for this giant spider displayed in store, and it looks like they mainly suspended him from the wall or ceiling, so it looks like he's dropping down on a web to gobble you up. But I also found a couple pictures of him like posed behind velvet ropes, and this completely amazing one of him looming over an escalator. I found out about this spider last year, but as you can imagine, it comes up for sale very rarely. It's a magical combination of factors where I assume few were made, few were sold, and of those, few survived. Then a couple months ago, I saw one go up for sale, and I was like, come on, Jenny, you don't need a giant spider. But I recently hit 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, which I consider a pretty special occasion. And hey, I did bookmark that spider listing, and for some reason it never sold. So yeah, I messaged the seller and committed to buy this giant spider. The best celebration I could possibly imagine. Here's the next problem. The spider was in Arizona, and if I wanted it, I had to go get it. And we're in a global pandemic. And Arizona is currently one of the least cautious and most affected states in the country. So, you know, I'm not going to not get the spider, but I have to be very cautious about how I get the spider. So it's time for a spider quest. Let me walk you through the steps in a convenient numbered list. Step 1, round up all the friends I have who have already been exposed to COVID, including one who was willing to drive the whole way, thank God. Step 2, fill a cooler with snacks so you don't have to stop at rest stops. I also had to pack other essentials like some great reading about Arizona, extra camera batteries and memory cards, my wallet with all my ID and credit cards, and finally, the spider had to be paid for in cash, and I was worried about carrying that much money around on a road trip. So I cleverly disguised the envelope so no one would
Spiders do not open.
And hid it somewhere that no one would ever look. Step 3, make a themed playlist of songs about spiders.
Yes! It's called My Spider!
or pre-planned rest breaks, and if you
Pretty
absolutely
good.
have to stop, do it somewhere that is empty with a low population. We stopped in Oatman, an old western
One more,
town with
maybe.
feral donkeys.
Oh, there's two of them.
Oh,
Oh my God, we should roll down the window and say hi to it.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll down the window and just see what it does. Just organically. Oh!
Donkey.
Oh, hi! Oh my god.
What a cutie pie.
It's so friendly. It's not even really trying to get food. You're so friendly. Okay, now it's kind of trying to eat my hand, but just in like a horse way, not in like an aggressive way.
They had a lot of cute little shops, and you wouldn't think it from the outside, but they also sell some really beautiful lingerie. Step 5, book your overnight stops at socially distanced locations. Our first night, I found this place called the Canyon Motel and RV Park, and I chose it because not only are you not in a hotel building with other guests, you can actually book a night stay inside a real train car. My sister and I stayed in caboose number 2, which is supposedly
yeah.
haunted by the ghost of an old switchman who walks the car swinging his lantern at night. I always think it'll be fun to book
That
haunted
looks
hotels and then toss
very
and
cute.
turn
I'm
all night
excited.
afraid of ghosts. But it was cool staying in an authentic sleeper car. I turned on my white
Think
noise
we're
app
good
because I
then.
already have a preset that's train noises, so that was another level of realism. Another reason I chose the train motel is that it's down the road from the remains of Bedrock City.
Put on your little outfit, my child. You beautiful girl. Oh, I like the roses. They look so cute.
License when you visit Bedrock. We'll teach you everything you need to know to
I think I
become
might
an
do
expert
like
dinosaur
a snap
operator.
closure on the back
Just
for
like
the
me. Yabba-dabba-doo.
straps on her overalls just to make it easier.
Bedrock City
But
was
I also
actually
think
a
I'm done with the
chain
stream
of
for now,
multiple
so
Flintstone theme parks. There was one in South Dakota and one in
Sure.
British Columbia. Those ones had walk-around mascots and animatronics and, you know, trees. The one in Arizona was the least elaborate of all of them, but it was also the longest surviving one. It officially closed last year in 2019, but even before that, it had been up for sale for a while. It was managed for years by the widow of the guy who built it, and she really just wanted to retire after a certain point, so it was in extreme disrepair long before it closed. It's also kind of generous to call it a theme park. It was basically a themed playground. It had concrete shells of various Flintstone
Oh,
buildings, which you
so
could walk around and take
cute.
pictures in. When it was still operational, it also had a theater playing
Yay!
Flintstones cartoons all day, and
She
a little
looks
train
super
ride through a
cutie.
volcano. The most iconic fixture was the big Brontosaurus
pants may be a
slide,
little
which
too
you would
long.
climb up and then you'd slide down the tail like your
Perhaps
Fred
make them
Flintstone
smaller.
when he clocks out from work. The park was recently purchased by new owners who had a lifelong dream of opening a sanctuary for birds of prey. They've renamed the property
cute.
Raptor Ranch, which when I first heard it, I was like, dinosaur theme park? But no, it's not a dinosaur theme park. By the time we rolled into town for the night, they'd already been closed for like an hour, but we decided to drive over and just
Adorable.
scope it out from the outside.
Wait, where? I don't see him yet.
Well, I think that turned out pretty good. I think it looks very cute. I'm happy with her. She's so cute. I will sing a goodbye song. And we'll have a fun time. And I was like, do I know any spider theme songs? I don't frankly think I do. But, you know, you have like 10 seconds to suggest a spider song before I find another song instead. We'll do Turn Around. That's spooky. I don't think there's spiders in it, but it's spooky. This is Turn Around, but the map giants. Woo! Was working all night in my office. Oh, when a man I had recently killed called me up from a phone near my building. So I looked out the window at him. He had the same obsequious manner, which was the reason I had him killed. So to calm myself, I sang this song to him over the phone. Turn around, there's a thing there that can be found. Turn around, there's a human skull on the ground. Human skull on the ground, turn around. I was out by myself in the graveyard. I was doing an interpretive dance when I felt something heavy and pointed strike me in the back of my neck. And then the ghost of my dance instructor pushed me down into an open grave. And as earth rained down, she played a xylophone and sang me this song. Turn around, there's a thing there that can be found. Turn around, it's a human skull on the ground. Human skull on the ground. Turn around. We were waving our arms out the window of a fast-moving passenger train, acting in an irresponsible fashion until the engineer's back had been turned, and who we thought would find us highly amusing quickly swiveled his head around, and his face, which was a paper white mask of evil, sang us this song. Turn around, there's a thing there that can be found. Turn around, it's a human skull on the ground. Human skull on the ground. Turn around, there's a thing there that can be found. Turn around, it's a human skull on the ground. Human skull on the ground. Turn around. Yay! Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll be back in a little bit and probably pick a game to play. But decisions, you know how it be.